the Oman D20. And what a wonderful day to be here with all of you all. Good cloud cover and time for game number 6. It is IAS Invincibles that have just not got into this tournament so far. They've lost both their encounters and they're going to be locking horns with Majees Titans, who have had a mixed bag so far. It goes without saying, Oman Cricket Academy, Turf 1. These visuals are live, brought to you from here. We'll not wait. We'll head right to the center where Mudassar Ali Qureshi is with the two captains for the toss.
Thank you. And it's a beautiful sunny afternoon here at Oman Cricket Academy with clear skies. And the good news is temperatures just coming down. It's 35 degrees Celsius. And day 3, the story remains the same here as we'll be playing 2 games, back-to-back games on the same surface where we have witnessed yesterday plenty of runs. Still, the thick layer of grass is available, but for me it's kind of a dead grass. But there will be slight movement early with the new balls for the fast bowlers. But as a batter, you need to eye in, watch and play those shots before you get after the bowler. Just take some time, apply yourself. And this is the kind of surface, if you bat first, you can post 170, 180. But the good news for the bowlers, especially for the spinners, I could see some rough patches here, slight openings. As the day progresses, it might open a little bit more. So batting first seems the way to go.
You've heard it from the horse's mouth. Batting first is the need of the hour. Let's just head to the toss straight away. Mudassar Ali Qureshi is once again with the two captains on this occasion. And wonder what the captains have to say on this. Matches today. The first game, it's a double header. And the first game is going to be IAS Invincibles clashing with Majees Titans. This is the game that we are waiting for. Yes, we'll be waiting for the toss as Mudassar Ali Qureshi gets ready. But the second game is going to be Royal Oman Stallions. It's a big game. Muscat Thunderers, 2 champion sides locking horns this evening. So it's going to be an action-packed day. Won't be short of any entertainment here at the Oman Cricket Academy. It's the Oman D20. Both the sides are playing for their pride.
A lovely afternoon here at Oman Cricket Academy. It's day 3, match number 7. IAS Invincibles. They'll be taking on Majees Titans. Mehran Khan leading Invincibles. Majees Titans captain Amir Kaleem and Samir Parker, our match referee. Home side is IAS, so Mehran Khan will flip the coin and Amir will call. Number has been called. And Khanjar it is. Lucky with the toss, what have you decided and why?
We are going to bowl first. I think the wicket is good, the weather is good, so it will be helpful to bowl. But it's the first match today, so it will helpful the bowlers in first session.
Going has been tough. Back-to-back losses. What is the plan coming into this game?
Yeah, we are lacking in bowling, so we are giving more runs. The bowlers are not bowling on the correct areas, so that's why. And 180 one match and then 190 one match is difficult to chase. So we are looking forward for that.
You batted beautifully in the first game. What was the reason that you came at number 5 yesterday?
We give one player chance, so management decide to you go down and maybe he will click. So I give my space to Akmal, and unfortunately he also not perform. So I come down.
And how about team news? So what are the changes if you have made any?
We have 3 changes today. So Usama, Pasindu, and Akmal is dropped. Asif, Haitham, and one more. Fast bowler. He's came in.
All the best and do well.
Thank you, sir.
Amir, Mehran has asked you to bat first.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. No, my plan is to bat first only because yesterday and the first game, if you see, we batted well. And unfortunate yesterday game, Jatinder batted. Fortunate Jatinder batted so well. And but if you see the wicket looks good, and we plan again to bat and score on the board.
And as a captain, you must be a happy man. New faces and the team is gelling quite well. Though the results did not went in your favor, but still the mixture of young and experience is doing well.
Yes, it happens. This is all about cricket and beauty of the game. I mean, one day you are top, and second day, if you're doing everything best, but things not going on your way. And the good thing is, team gelling so good. We have some good faces, the few foreign players, and with the seniors and the previous team players also there with the so confidence and the confidence looking good. And yes, we are hopefully to play good cricket today as well.
Tough loss yesterday. Are there any areas you want to correct in this game?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we should win this game because we score well. 172 runs, not small total. Having said that, Jatinder's batted so well, yes, but the areas we need to improve. We are bowling, I think, too full, and we already spoken. We try to correct ourselves in this game.
And tell us about the combination. Are there any changes?
Yeah, there is one change. Abbas sitting out, and Abhinav, fresh fellow, is playing today.
Best of luck and give us a good game.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So the news from the centre is that Mehran Khan, the captain of IAS Invincibles, he has won the toss and he has decided to bowl first.
Really shocked to see Mehran choosing to bowl first because the theory of this tournament is bat first, put runs on board and restrict the opponent in the afternoon, and that's where most of the teams have stuck to. But let's have a look at the sides. Majees Titans, Amir Kaleem, the captain. Abhinav Sharma is going to be in the side today. Abid Khan, Aryan Bish, the youngster. Feresco Adams, what a show did he put up last evening. Jan Clote still to click. Hamilton Dale will impress with his pace. Ubaidullah, Usman Ali Afridi, Wasim Ali and Vishwa Vijayaratne. To introduce IAS Invincibles, I have Jamil Zaidi with me.
Thank you, Pranav. It's IAS Invincible, Abdul Latif, Ataullah, Ali Imran, Asif Al-Baluchi, Haytham Bahar Ali Ibn Emin, Mansoor Mazhar, Mehran Khan, the captain Muhammad Imran, the fast bowler Muzahir Raza, Renaisan Patarade and Shehzad Rahim for the IAS Invincibles.
Yes, IAS Invincibles have won the toss and they have surprised the world by choosing to bowl first. It's their strength, Jamil Bhai. Not taking it away from them. Asif Al-Baluchi, the man behind this wonderful side, is in the team as well, standing at slips. What a character is he?
Absolutely, yes. He is a thorough cricketer and of course investing so much in the team. Still he is always happy, even though sometimes he loses the matches, but his combination and his trust in the team is always there.
Developing young resources. Imran driven on the up, and that's well fielded. Believe it's Muzahir Raza, the young sensation standing at covers, will get a high five. Talking about Asif, the way he's been investing in the local resources, trying to develop the local talents, now setting up an academy as well, and he's doing so much for cricket. And now today featuring on the screens as well.
He's not a bad cricketer. He's a good all-rounder. I mean, he can bowl, he can bat. And now the interest has gone to coaching the teams as well.
Cut well. Aggression, first signs of aggression. He's just come into the team. Abhinav does not have his second name as Mukund, but he certainly impresses.
It was a bad delivery outside the office stump. He has all the time to pick the gap between cover point and cover. Good start for Abhinav.
Love the way Amir Kaleem put it. We have a fresh fellow. And it's always good to get someone fresh. Abbas wasn't doing really good for Majees Titans at the moment, and that's where you needed a fresh option. Much better. He's a good bowler, Imran. Probably dropped down in pace from the previous seasons by a little bit of a margin.
Of course, after playing so much cricket, if you are not concentrating on your fitness, the rust came in because we don't play cricket all through the year. That's patches you are going to play, but depends upon the player. I give you the example of Bilal Khan, outstanding, crazy about the fitness. So they have to learn how to keep them fit, especially the fast bowlers.
What a delivery. Swinging away from the right-hander, pitching and the off stump.
Nicely played from the middle of the bat. That actually gives confidence to the batters once they play the ball in the middle. As we have been told by our coaches, for the openers, it has always been give you a lot of confidence if the first delivery you face and you face it in the middle of the bat. So that is a very, very good sign that yes, you are in the game. And what exactly Abhinav has done so far. Once again, drives beautifully, but through to the extra cover. Slightly uppish. So crossed over the single. Amir Kaleem is not among the runs as you used to be. Being the captain, heavy responsibility on his shoulders to take the team. Yesterday they scored a very decent total of 172. But all credit goes to the Muscat Thunderers captain Jatinder Singh, who did a remarkable job yesterday. Got a century and equally nicely played by his partner. And they won the match by 10 wickets. It's amazing.
Jamil bhai, what I feel is that sometimes you just really need to breathe. And what I mean by that is just do the basics right. Enjoy yourself. Very good from Amir Kaleem. Looking to get the middle of the bat very first to start off. It's a good over from Imran. Just 5 runs from it. There was a boundary at point, but he recovered well.
Muzahir Raza has to start from the Oman LNG end. It was a sensation couple of years, but now I think once again, the rusty things have come up to him. But still, he is very good bowler and a good batsman also, and above all, one of the best fielders in the team.
Not being critical of Muzahir Raza, but I'm a big fan of Muzahir Raza. Young sensation. Driven on the up. A little bit of a misfield, but doesn't do any damage. And that's where I have very high expectations from Muzahir Raza in everything that he does. If he is bowling, I want him to be tight, tidy, very competitive in the good areas, consistently picking up wickets. And even if he's not picking up wickets, he should have an economy of 3, 4, 5, even in this format. That's when he can make a mark for himself at the big stage. Dancing down the track, big shuffle, will only be a single to third. I like the intent of Abhinav. First visuals, very good.
Yeah, the first boundary, it was a perfect square cut. And that's all talk about that our coaches used to tell us, being the openers, that if you are going to face the first delivery and you face it in the middle of the bat, that give you the confidence for the rest of the innings. And you feel more confident feeling the ball in the middle of the bat. That gives you the confidence.
There is something similar that I would tell my bowlers when I was leading the team. If you have the new cherry in your hand and you allow the batsman to get the middle of the bat early in the innings and he scores big, you are the criminal.
That's the battle now.
Swinging into the left-hander, quick single and good athleticism from Majees Raza. He's an athlete, absolute athlete, works very hard on his fitness, always in the game, and that's where I want him to do. I want him to flourish. I want him to prosper as a cricketer. It's just early days for him, and I want him to grow big. He has huge potential with the ball in hand, with the bat.
Well, I think he's not very much consistent in his performance, to be honest with you. When you have been given chance, you'll have to exploit it as much as you can. But anyhow, still he is a strong contender to be the part of the national team again. He was in the team in the last season, but he was not given more chances.
Big swing and a miss. I'll tell you when Majees Raza impressed me the most. When there was this triangular series in Oman for the 50-over cricket. The wickets weren't very supportive of the pacers, but he held on the line. He kept things really tight because pacers were always going to be attacked on a wicket like that. Nothing much to offer, and he was very impressive. He might have bowled just 3 or 4 overs per game, but those 3 or 4 overs, probably hardly 10 runs.
Yeah, you're right. The only thing is that he has to concentrate more on his fitness. Once again, nicely bowled. Opened the face of the bat for the single toward the third man. He's a young lad. I mean, still a lot of time for him to come back again. All the time, this D20 is there, then D50 is there. A lot of matches are there where he can concentrate on his fitness and come back again with the pace. His pace has been slowed down as we are talking about Imran.
Oh yes, I have to agree with you. Not as lethal as he used to be probably a couple of years ago. But he's gotten that swing to add on to his armory. Really want him to see clocking somewhere around 135. Wide, cut well. Amir Kaleem is very strong on the offside. And so is the fielder in the deep. So just a couple of runs for Amir Kaleem to wind that over from Majees Raza. Just 4 runs lead from Majees Raza. This is very good from him. 2 overs done, 10 for no loss.
Imran will continue to bowl the third over. 10 of 2. And it's Abhinav who has been playing his match for Titans. Once again, beautifully bowled, moving away from the batter. Nicely bowled by Imran. That is movement off the air.
Brilliant shape. And that's what you get with Imran. AKA edged and slip out of contention. Asif al-Balushi moves to mid-wicket.
The good thing is that if somebody is doing some extraordinary good fielding, as very normal nowadays, everyone has to come and appreciate the fielding has been done, what Asif has done for the wicketkeeper now. Once again, open the face with the bat, got the outer edge, and it's going to the third man boundary for the second boundary of the day.
You have to be adventurous in this format. Trying to make room, trying to utilize the offside. Yes, the boundary was on the offside, but certainly not where he would have wanted. A thick outside edge over the slip cordon, which doesn't exist. And a couple of bounces into the rope. The pace of Imran did the trick for the batter.
In power play, you have that advantage now. All the fielders are inside the circle. And if the ball is going outside the off stump, you flash at it. It got an edge and then go to the third man.
So a little bit of extra protection on the offside. Imran charging in. Fuller played straight to Asif Al-Balushi, who had just placed himself. I was wondering why is he going out of the slips. He's going to point at Asif Al-Balushi, who holds on to that one. Almost a nothing shot from Abhinav. Came into the side this match, and what has he done here?
Well, it was a brilliant delivery, and of course the field placement was superb. A ball earlier, he has been moved the fielder from the slip up to the short mid wicket. When Asif Al-Baluchi got a good catch, it was an easy catch. So the first blow to Majees Titans. It is now back to the pavilion. 14 for 1.
You couldn't have placed the fielder much better than that. Asif Al-Baluchi. In walks Jihan Clote, the foreign recruit. Jamil bhai, he's yet to impress us. We almost saw the best of his partner, who came and tonged sixes at will. But we haven't seen some serious intentions, some serious business from Jihan so far.
Yeah, of course. But yesterday, a couple of boundaries he has scored. Looks that, yes, he is a very complete batter. But again, you cannot take the advantage from the bowlers who bowled well and got the wicket. So still chance for them to come up with some good scores. But I was really impressed by this Frisco, the man who came late and really torn the bowlers all to the ground, especially his mighty sixes. Really changes the game at that stage.
Very often you say that the player has come from the net straight to the batting pitch. On this occasion, I feel like saying he came straight from the gym session to the wickets. The kind of power, oh my God. Extreme prowess, domination. I know those were big sixes. Lusty blows, serious lusty blows. Coming back, Imran charging in. Sliding down the leg. Should be a leg by. And a formality to throw. We were talking about it. Batsman inside the crease and yet the throw. It is the trend, Jamil bhai. You have to agree with me on this occasion.
As everybody says, and you said also that the fielders like to take chances, that they might getting run out. He might be the bat was at least up from the crease, and they just took that advantage and get them out.
Gone are the days of the bouncing bat. That's gone. Once you're in the crease, you're in the crease. So you can't even have that as a reason. Amr Kaleem. Inside out. It's one of his favorite areas. Might not have got the center of the bat, but just good enough to get a boundary. He does that so often. Just opening the face of the bat and hitting it over point.
That is favorite areas. Extra cover and mid wicket. Especially on the offside, he is very, very mercurial to the bowlers. That was not very properly hit, but again got the boundary.
It's very much intentional, as you can see that, opening the face of the bat and slashing it, realizing that if you just get over the circle, there are runs on offer. With age, what happens is that you get a lot of understanding, a lot of wisdom, and that's what is happening with Amr Kaleem. Just choosing his shots right at the moment. He's not in form, but he's making it count at the moment. Back of length and happy to fend it away. Very technically right is Amr Kaleem. 3 overs done, 19 for the loss of 1.
That's the intention. So good going. 19 for 1, 3 overs gone. Amir Kaleem got a boundary to his credit. And Mujahid continued to bowl the 4th over. Outside the off stump, opened the face of the bat. And got off to a single. Jihan.
Look at what happened here. You can see the face of the bat opening and slicing over point, using the pace of the bowler. That's very, very intentional. Trust me, Jamil Bhai, on this one.
I'm not saying that he's doing that, but I'm trying to tell you that he wanted to play toward the extra cover.
Never, never. I'm never going to be agreeing with you. Probably sliding down the leg and no appeal from the bowler or the wicket keeper. They're very realistic. And that's what happens when the umpiring standards are really good. You know you can't take them for a ride, and that's where you're just being realistic. Umpire Gopakumar, he's earned a reputation of being a very good umpire.
Yeah, because they do have a lot of experiences thanks to the cricket brought in this part of the game from Oman cricket. D20, D10, D50, a lot of international tournaments. They have been part of the senior umpires, and from there they have learned a lot and executing the correct way. Once again, a good delivery.
Really?
With the experienced player, experienced umpires, you learn a lot. Only thing is how you are going to adapt it at yourself. And they are doing it exactly very nice.
Have to give credit to the people who have worked hard behind these umpires. In my days, I remember Mr. A.R. Srinivasan, if I'm not making a mistake, and over the past few years, rather past plenty of years, it's been Rahul Asha, a very popular name in the international circuit, works very tirelessly with all these umpires, constantly communicating, constantly working on how they can better their skills. Jihan Clote, still finding his rhythm, still getting very itchy. Certainly not one of those players who's used to seeing 2 runs of 4 balls, 10 runs of 20 deliveries, 15 deliveries. I'm sure that if he's been brought in as a foreign recruit, he would be known for scoring at 130, 140, 150, maybe more. But at the moment, we haven't seen the best of him against spin. We haven't seen the best of him against pace. We haven't seen the best of him overall.
Well, he hasn't not been there for so long on the wicket. Yesterday also, maybe a couple of overs he stayed and then gone back out. So once somebody stayed at least 10 overs around, there you can identify how much he's good at one end. Once again, down the leg side, just rolled the finger, rather wrist towards the short mid wicket.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Probably on day 1, Majees Titans, Jihan Clote got out around the 10 over mark, and he got probably somewhere around 20 of 30 deliveries. If I'm not making a mistake, I could be very wrong there, but somewhere around that. And that's where I personally believed that he would get a big one. He got run out in that game.
Yesterday was the first game he has played, so let's look for the rest of the matches, how he's going to come up.
At the moment, he's looking rock solid. If this was a 4-day tournament, the captain would be very, very happy. And immediately, we have mentioned in the previous games that Mozair Raza has a problem with the danger area, and the umpire just showcasing it to him. 4 overs done, 23 for the loss of 1.
So over number 5, so far 23 in 4 overs. To be start with, not bad, losing a wicket, but not the way the teams used to get under the power play about 40, 38-39. This is a change in the bowling. He is a very, very good bowler, off a spinner, very much experienced.
Imran replaces Imran. Shoaib Akhtar. Wonder what should we name Imran Ali? The off spinner. Which cricketer does his action resemble to? Jamil bhai, in your opinion?
You're talking about Ali Imran?
Yes, Imran Ali.
Let me see. I didn't saw it properly.
Oh, he's not got a good visual of the legendary Jamil Zaidi.
Just nicely opened the face of the bat, very, very nicely. Looks like to be Saklan Mushtaq type of thing.
Spot on, spot on. Two Pakistani legendary players, Shoaib Akhtar aka Saklain Mushtaq. Both the younger version or the junior version with the IAS Invincibles.
The inventor of Dusra, Saklan Mushtaq.
Absolutely, what a star. Used to enjoy seeing him bowl. Brilliant quality. And quality is something that you also get with Imran Ali. A little bit of a treatment probably for Amir Kaleem. He's a warrior. Age catching him. But fitness never compromised. Would be interesting to make Amir Kaleem run the Ironman competition. I'm sure he'll conquer that as well. That's the kind of athlete Amir Kaleem is.
I don't agree with you.
Oh my God.
Let him be the cricketer, the most experienced, most fit among the teammates, and above all, superb gentleman.
Absolute. Every time you talk to him, he's very polite, very generous. And that's what makes Amir Kaleem even more special. Brilliant human being. Gian Clote. Wouldn't be wrong in saying that he would be getting desperate here to get the best of him. Cut well. Straight to point. It's been that kind of tour that gaps have been difficult to find for Gian Clote.
Maybe I think Amir Kaleem has got something in his left arm where most of the, he has the power.
Cut once again, straight to point.
He has all the time to pick the gap, Pranav, I believe. You can say what came late onto the bat. He can pick the gap between cover and the point and get the runs there.
As a top order batter, I want him to be forcing the issues at the moment. Swept. Not really. Certainly missed a boundary here. Gian Clote.
It doesn't look to be in good touch, to be honest. Since yesterday, he was struggling in the couple of deliveries, but later on he got out.
He has some brilliant numbers behind his back. And I'm not talking about number 9. It's only a matter of time. It's one good knock away. And that's what is the definition of form. One good knock away.
Ali Imran is one of the best of spinners in Pakistan also before coming out. And it is very difficult for any batter to hit him because he has such an intelligent piece of bowling. End of over number 5, 27 for 1.
Haitham Bahar, who's just walked into the side, the ex-captain of IAS Invincibles. He's been provided that position in the 11, and joining me in the comm box is Amin Wagle. Amin, what do you make of this match? 27 for 1, 5 overs down. Haven't lost a lot of wickets, not much of an intent as well.
Slight appeal here. Very good afternoon, Pranav. And yes, of course, a sedate start for Majees Titans. As of now, 27 for the loss of 1.
Need to get going here. Certainly would be feeling the pressure of the scoreboard. No demons whatsoever. We haven't seen something being very unlikely. Pitching outside leg, impacting outside leg. Just an animated appeal from Haitham Bahar, who's just come into the team. A couple of runs nonetheless. Once again, pitching outside leg. And a single. Once again, leg buys.
Well, they'll welcome runs in any form and manner. And speaking of Haitham Bahar, of course, he's a utility cricketer. He's quite a bit of a hard hitter. Mr. Dependable for the IAS Invincibles for quite some time. And contributes with the ball as well. On the other hand, Majees Titans have finally gotten off to a start that they can say is steady. 30 for 1. Normally you would find them at least a couple of wickets down, courtesy the lack of contributions of the openers.
At the moment, Jihan Clote is playing some brilliant shots. If you'd be watching him in the nets, you'd just be applauding every shot that Jihan Clote is playing. But at the moment, the scorer is on a snooze mode because of Jihan Clote.
Once again, just a check drive, looks to take a quick single, and he knew the moment he hit it, it was played with soft hands. An overthrow and another run in favor of Jihan Clote. Well, he's certainly taking his time to get used to the conditions in Oman. The first game he scored nearly a run a ball, 20-25 odd runs, and the second game the entire top order for the Majees Titans were not able to contribute as much as possible. It's a new day, it's a new game, and it's a fantastic opportunity. Look at that. Gets down on one knee, plays that slog. Will he get that boundary? Will he get that boundary? The fielder has tried everything, every ounce of energy to prevent that boundary, and Jihan Clote will not be very happy about that.
Finally, some signs of intention and aggression from Jihan Clote. 3 runs for him on this occasion. Some decent fielding from Ali Imran, putting in the slide. Probably the ball would have anyway stopped before reaching the boundary. But all said and done, not taking anything away. Fended and looking for a quick single, will be sent back.
End of the power play. 35 for the loss of 1. Majees Titans in the hunt. Done with the power play. 6 overs have been completed. 35 for the loss of 1 wicket. Jihan and Amr Kaleem are still out there for Majees Titans. Ali Imran will continue. Some mind games as well by Ali Imran. Just looking at whether Amr Kaleem was backing up too far. Full delivery, worked away towards the onside for a single. Coming at one drop, what do you think Jihan Cloet would be looking to get a few runs under his belt and then probably start exploring his shots? He does seem to be a little short on confidence at the moment, playing in this Oman Cricket Academy pitch at the moment.
I haven't seen him middling the ball as often as you would like to see a cricketer doing so, especially when he's a foreign recruit. And that's where Jihan Clote, won't be wrong in saying that he's been struggling so far.
Asif Al-Balushi for the IAS Invincibles. Look at that, looking to be a little inventive. Only going to be a single, but now I think he's hunting for those runs. He's hunting for those corners, the gaps, something smart. He'll be a little more easier now that he's in the double figures.
Needs to get going. In this format, you have to be looking for those boundaries. And then in the process, you tickle around for singles. It shouldn't be the other way around where you're just looking for singles and you get bogged down in that aura of singles.
On the other hand, Amar Kaleem too, a very sedate start, 10 of 13. Quite unlikely or uncharacteristic of a person of his stature opening the innings. Once again, a drive towards the cover region for another single. Well, I think they've decided to not go on, get underneath the ball and look for singles more often than not. They know that they've got a very, very long batting lineup and they've got some explosive power hitters as well. So right now, build the foundation. And if you look at the run rate, 40 for 1 in 7 overs, it's not that bad either.
It's terrible. It's not even 6 runs per over. And in this format, it's absolutely unacceptable in my understanding. 7 overs done, 41 for the loss of 1.
Rana Singh coming over the wicket to Amar Kaleem. Immediately a leg bye conceded.
They need to have a get going here. One of them needs to cut loose. Much better. Probably for the first time, something from the middle of the bat for Jihan Clote.
Still dealing in singles. Majees Titans, 43 for the loss of 1 wicket. What is Amir Kaleem thinking here? Should he be taking that risk? What are the options available for him? Certainly the cow corner, the inside out shot as well. Down the ground, there's a massive gap between long on and long off. Otherwise, it's a well spread out field by IAS Invincibles. The tactics have been spot on by them this afternoon. Looks for the paddle sweep.
Every time that Amir Kaleem is put under the pump, slog sweep comes to his rescue. And that is what ends up in a misery for him as well. But at the moment, it has to be everything about Jihan Clote. They've got a start. They've just lost a wicket. And that's prime time that they need to get going. Happy and content with dealing in singles at the moment. And that's not a great sign.
Yeah, in 2 minds there. Was trying to go for the switch hit, but then decided against it. Jihan Klote. So another single conceded. Rana Singhe has been bowling the right areas. He's bowling with decent pace as well, getting a little bit of produce from the wicket. Once again, Amir Kaleem not getting it onto the middle of the bat. Another single. What IAS Invincibles will want to do is stop these singles and increase, that shall increase a little bit more pressure on the Majees Titans. 46 for 1 after 8. Majees Titans will be looking to accelerate here on. Good day to be cycling out there. Some visuals as my namesake Amin Habib is now handed the ball to do a little bit of damage and make inroads into this Majees Titans batting order. Amin Habib, a very, very handy cricketer for the IAS Invincibles. Balls a very nagging sort of a medium pace. Got good variations. And I must say, he's got a new hairstyle as well.
He's a handy cricketer. Bats well, lower down the order, brilliant fielder. Full toss, driven. Finally, this should cut a little bit of pressure for Amir Kaleem.
Yes, absolutely. There's no way he's going to be missing out on those. Have a look at how quickly he latched onto that one. The moment he realized that it was a full toss, his eyes lit up and immediately slashed it towards the point boundary. Have a look at that. Great balance. What a treat to watch. But then that was an equally bad ball by Amin Habib. More runs here, courtesy wides. Extras are going to be the biggest contributor as far as IAS Invincibles are concerned. Just have that very uncanny knack of conceding too many extras over a course of an innings.
And that's been the problem for Ibn Habib over the years. Tends to spray on both sides of the wicket, and that's where he does leak a few runs. Flag flying high for Oman and the Oman Cricket Academy. Why not? The Oman D20 is shining and shining bright in the midst of a desert.
Interesting delivery there by Amin Habib. Tried to dig it short, but then not enough bounce on that, and immediately Amir Kaleem, realizing that it's not going to be worth chasing, took him as well as the keeper by surprise. It does seem to be a tricky wicket today. But then that scoring rate has to improve for Majees Titans. Yes, the boundary of this over, but now from here onwards they need to be rotating strike like what they've been doing in the previous overs all this while.
Mid wicket comes inside the circle. Third falls back. Much fuller, slash well. There is a player in the deep who is not going to be in the equation. Amir Kaleem has decided to get going because Jihan has no intentions so far.
Yeah, well, once again, towards the cover region, one of the strong points of Amir Kaleem's. And a poor delivery from Amin, as a matter of fact. Too full, too wide. Have a look at that. Allows Amir Kaleem to get underneath it. Good flow of the bat. Good balance as well. Had 4 written all over it. Works it away towards the leg side. Towards fine leg. That's going to be a long chase for Mansoor Mazhar. And in the meantime, Amir Kaleem manages to get a couple of runs to his name.
Two leg buys for Amir Kaleem, and he'll take it with two hands because this has been an expensive over. As many as 11 runs so far coming from it. Full and wide, make it 12. 4 extras by needs to get his act right. His side was doing really well, and that's when he's decided to leak runs.
Coming in once again. Wide once again. Habib actually thought that he must have taken a little bit of the pad or the thigh pad on the way, but the umpire decides against it. Adjudicates that as a wide, so he'll have to bowl another one. This is turning out to be a really, really lengthy over. 3 wides, 3 extras, couple of boundaries. The leg byes would also add to Majees Titans' score. So all that pressure that had been built over the past couple of overs now in vain.
For the very first time, our broadcaster's losing space. That's going to be one more. They'll have to manufacture some space for Amin because he's decided to bowl one of the longest overs of this tournament so far.
Just missing his radar at the moment, Habib. A couple of boundaries that have been hit will probably be playing on his mind, that he knows that his natural length is around that good length area, but that has been dispatched for 4. Ooh, what a delivery. Finally making a comeback, where it's taken quite a while. Quite a few runs of that over. 9 overs gone, 60 for the loss of 1. Majees Titans.
Rana Singh continues from the Oman LNG end. 14 runs of the first over of Amin. Yes, 2 of them coming in terms of leg byes. But it's a perfect opportunity for Jihan to cut loose. You can't be holding on for any further. 61 for 1, 9.1.
Well, it's the same situation for both Amir Kaleem as well as Jihan. They need to up the ante. They need to start going after the bowlers, because now at the halfway mark, I think it would be a bit too late going at 6 runs and over with not too much in that wicket that could be bothering them. It's a choice of shots that need to be revamped or rethought. The way they're going to be applying themselves on the surface like this, playing the right areas. What are the options that they have for going for the big shots, Pranab?
Just like that. Needs to have some intent. It might be in form of the wicket, but this is a blessing in disguise for Majees Titans, if you ask me. Because the man in form will walk in at the fall of Jihan's wicket. Needed to show some intent, did show some intent, although straight to the throat of deep mid wicket.
Yes, absolutely. Struggling out there in the middle, and he's shaking his head. He knows that he's not made a good show out of this innings here. Trying to take the aerial route, but fielder Mohammad Imran, plenty of experience, backed himself to catch that. Make sure that he pouches one for the team. The second wicket falls for Majees Titans, and it's of Gian Claude. And they wouldn't be happy about that. 62 for the loss of 2 wickets, Majees Titans, as the players will now take a little bit of a breather, courtesy a drinks break.
Players refresh themselves. Majees Titan is still, I think, not getting the run rate which they do require at this moment. Almost half of the 10th over is in progress. Still not 62 for 2. It's Rana Singh. And Ferisco has come in, who yesterday showed his powerless mighty sixes, brought the total to 172. But today a bit different. They need to score more runs. Some tight bowling from IAS Invincibles, especially Ali Imran.
Well, yourself. Well done, yeah, bro.
Amir Kaleem is trying his best, but it looks to be a bit tired at the moment. The most experienced left-arm all-rounder for Majees Titans.
Yep. Hey, very well.
Once again, pushing for the singles. We'll hope at some stage descending of Ferisco definitely was the intention for the management to go for the big hitting, to get some more runs on the board. End of over number 10. It is 64 for 2, Majees Titans.
Chalo, Mani. Hey.
That was perfect for a sweep, but straight to the fielder, waiting at the deep square leg. Took the top edge of the bat by Amir Kaleem, but just managed to get one run. So runs are coming in singles, not in the boundaries at the stage of the game. Joining me is none other than Mudassir. Welcome to the Combox.
Good afternoon, Jamil bhai, and good afternoon to all of viewers. A sedate start, but Amir Kaleem is trying his best
Hey!
and arrives at the fall of Gihan. Is the man who got those plenty of runs yesterday. A new entry in Majees Titans, Ferisco Adams, all the way from South Africa. And we have seen the kind of power he generates with the bat. A huge maximum yesterday. What a player to watch.
It was certainly looks that he came from South Africa. The moment he entered in the ground and started hitting mighty sixes. Once again, it was beautifully bowled by Ali Imran. He's a very, very good of a spinner, Mudassir. Very experienced, played a lot of cricket in Pakistan. Very difficult for the batters to hit him.
Yeah, good to see after a couple of losses, they're trying their best, especially the improvement in the bowling department. Reverse shot, and what a connection. Clear that short mid-wicket, in fact, short third fielder, and 4 runs. The first boundary for Adams, and more runs for Titans.
Well, they're barely looking some boundaries at the stage of the game, and what Frisco has done. Look at that one. It was outside the off stump, perfectly placed over to the gully fielder for 4.
Not only power hitter, but he also has that sharp mind. The last minute, he executed that shot quite well. A much needed boundary. There you go. Boundary follows by a maximum. Another huge hit. Almost 110, 115 meters maximum. Showing his class. Adams has arrived here.
Well, I still remember yesterday the moment he came, he hit the similar shot, picking from outside the off stump, from the meat of the bat, and once again it crosses the road. Mighty 6. How much power he has got in his wrist, that is something to be said.
Oh, absolutely. And with these, he cleared those ropes.
Some effortless sort of things.
Oh, indeed. A class act from Ferisco Adams, providing that impetus.
Well bowled.
Sensible piece of batting. Back to back. Good overs, though they have lost a wicket in the previous over, but slowly they are picking up with that run rate. 78 for the loss of 2, 11 done.
Most expensive over from Ali Imran. 14 runs been scored in this over, and all through the mighty hitting from Frisco.
A late introduction for Shahzad Rahim. Good move by the coach of Majees Titans, sending Adams up the order. And this is how you push your case. The first game he came at number 8. Yesterday he came almost at number 6. Today look at that promotion. 2 wickets down and Adams is out there in the middle.
Well, I think it is the captain and the coach who knows similar sort of batsmen what number they have to send. Currently the score rate was very slow, not according to the wishes of I think management of Majees Titans. So I think they sent him earlier and they quickly replied him, yes, you have sent me the right number. Immediately came, got 12 runs in that over.
Amir Kaleem in the air, fielder settles and takes a good catch. Shahzad Rahim strikes in his first over. Mehran Khan making no mistake. The previous over they got plenty of runs, but now losing a wicket, that too of Amir Kaleem.
Well, I think Amir was under pressure, was not getting the runs the way he liked to. Just bearing 2 boundaries he scored. Otherwise, look at that one. Got the top edge with the waiting hands of square leg boundary. And Shahzad got the first wicket as soon as he came and broke the partnership. 79 for 3, Majees Titan. Talking about the weather, Musrati, it is totally unbelievably beautiful weather from last 2 days in Muscat. After a long time, we have seen clouds there, wind is blowing across, beautiful conditions for the making cricket. After a long time, we have seen such a lovely weather here.
I'm back in Oman, Jamil bhai.
So you should come quickly. Every week you come. Every week you come for a day, change the weather and go back. Played it out towards the mid-on for the single. The boy is in great form. Wasim Ali, one of the best all-rounders in the Oman national team. Very young chap, responsible, knows how to play in the conditions as and when he's been sent in to bowl or to bat.
Loud appeal. Ball just going down the leg. A wonderful weather here. And talking about Wasim Ali, I like the consistency level of Wasim Ali. For the last couple of seasons, on my visits to Oman, I have seen this lad performing in every game. With the bat, with the ball, and he's also an excellent fielder. What an over. Just couple of runs and a wicket. Good start for Shahzad Rahim. 12 overs done, 80 for the loss of 3.
Three wicket down, 80. 3 wicket down, 80. The score, 12 overs gone. Still 8 overs to go. And I believe that they will try to get at least 140, 150 in the remaining 8 overs.
Especially with these two out there in the middle, if they can bat for another 6-7 overs, they can go beyond that 150. Both the batters are in good form, especially this lad. Waste no time. Comes in and plays his natural game. Left and right hand combination.
Well bowled.
Straight down the ground. Just for a single. Day 3. And slowly the temperatures coming down. It's around 34-35 degrees Celsius. Slowly those clouds are coming in and covering this beautiful venue.
Oi, well bowled, yeah. Very well bowled.
Even if the 35-degree temperature is there, if there is no wind, the heat is still intense. But today and yesterday, it was outstanding weather. Lovely, beautiful wind blowing across, full covered clouds. And of course, commenting from this beautiful venue is another taste of that.
Becoming a bit romantic.
Under the conditions, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Well bowled. Yourself.
And why not? Such a beautiful game we are witnessing between these two sides. Lovely weather, sitting in the comm box. Especially watching this boy, a new entry here in Oman domestic circuit, Federico Adams. What a player.
Yeah, absolutely. He shows intention the moment he came yesterday, and what he did was totally
Oi,
remarkable.
lovely bowling, yeah. Good
But I
thinking.
think some credit now I give to the bowlers as well. They have kept it in check so far. End of over number 13. It is 84 for 3. Shahzad will continue.
Oi.
This time he tried to heave the mid on, but got the bottom edge of the bat. I think Shahzad want to have a deep long on, as he knows that Frisco's trying to free his arms. Intelligent bowling from him. Very, very productive over. He has got the first one, he got a wicket as well. This time, once again, trying to play late onto the ball, got an edge, but through the hands of the keeper. One more run.
थोड़ा ये.
Targeting that mid-wicket area one more time. Gets a maximum, the first maximum against Shahzad Rahim. It wasn't a bad delivery. But an extraordinary pickup shot from Adams.
Totally effortless. Look at that one. Just freezes his arms to the maximum, just in front of the pavilion. His team is there. How powerful he is. Once again, played it out. What a good effort from the fielder. The Cows corner got 2 more runs to the total.
Brilliantly done by the fielder at deep mid wicket. I believe it was the Rana Singh, saving few runs for his side. And poor running between the wickets. Could have easily gone for that second run. Both the batters were busy watching the ball. No communication. A good comeback by Rahim after going for a maximum. What an intense battle between these two sides. Still looking for those 2 points. IAS Invincibles.
Well, it is always difficult for the bowler if a batsman like Freeze go in front. And this time he once again tried to hit it out. This time he missed it. Got an edge, go toward the third. End of over number 14. Majees Titan 94 for 3. Beautiful weather at this Oman Cricket Academy ground.
Yourself, yourself, yourself. Easy, easy.
Wasim Ali is doing the right thing. He knows that Frisco is freezing his arms as and when required, just giving the support he has to give him, getting singles and asking Frisco to come and play most of the deliveries.
It's a team game and good job done by Wasim. And he's taking his own time. 8 deliveries for just 4 runs at the other end. This lad, he's in a hurry getting those quick runs for his side.
Beautifully bowled, and he once again tried to heave it over to his favorite corner, but missed the ball. I think credit goes to the bowlers as well. So far, so good. They have contained. If you just take out this 25 runs from Frisco, Majees Titan still looks to be in trouble. They should have got about 150. What we're talking about.
Excellent piece of bowling. Coming around the wicket, keeping it away from Adams. If they can get a wicket of Adams, they can keep Titans under 140. But Abdul Rauf, he is in pain. A quicker delivery. Well collected. But he's in trouble, Abdul Rauf.
Well, I think Frisco is understanding that ball will be turning towards him, but it's going quicker and straighter, both the deliveries.
Bowling at the right channel because he's very strong towards the leg side. He's creating that angle, coming around the wicket and keeping it away from the right hand batter. And we haven't seen Adams playing those big shots towards the cover region. He loves to target that leg side area. And brilliant piece of bowling by Rana Singh into his final over, going for just 11 runs, a wicket to his name. And Rana Singh hails from Sri Lanka. And Frisco Adams coming all the way from South Africa. So it clearly shows the visible progress of this beautiful game and this part.
Of course, all credit goes to Oman Cricket Board for allowing players to come and join the short leagues so that some standard can be come up. And nowadays, of course, most of the players trying to come in playing the league here like D20, D50. They have allowed them, so it will be a good action by Oman Cricket.
Bowler
Goes straight over the bowler. One bounce. An excellent piece of fielding by Rahim. 2 runs on offer for Adams and for Titans.
I think he's more solid on the leg side, Frisco. Very rare you've seen cutting through the offside or playing cover drives, or maybe he's not getting those deliveries which he has to play onto the offside.
He tried and tried this time. Into the hands of the fielder. No mistake. What an over. Rana Singhe, you beauty. And Imran making no mistake. Dangerous. Ferisco Adams departs.
Well, he was trying to do the same thing in the earlier 2 deliveries. Finally got that one, but not properly hit from the meat of the bat. And a very well judged catch by Imran at the deep square leg boundary. That's the area where Frisco looks to be in a very, very comfortable position, but this time he fed it. A very, very valuable wicket for Invincibles. So 97 for 4, Majees Titans.
The right time. Rana Singhe getting better of Ferisco Adams, who was looking good. Bowled few tight deliveries and then just came into Ferisco and gave him an opportunity to go towards the leg side. But he finds the man, Imran, no mistake, and arrives Aryan Bisht. And arrives in the comm box is Amin Wagle. Good afternoon, Amin.
A very good afternoon, and yes, of course, in a spot of bother here, Majees Titans, they've just not been able to switch gears in this inning so far.
Oh!
Too close for comfort, Aryan Bisht, but then just that one ball remaining in the over. 15 gone, 97 for the loss of 4, Majees Titans.
.97 for the loss of 4. 15 overs done. Final set of 5. Mehran Khan gets ready to bowl his first over of this innings. It's Wasim Ali on strike. Nicely managed using those wrists, running hard. Trying to put that pressure on the fielder, but clean pick-up and release by Imran. Good to see the bowling unit of IAS Invincibles. I mean, the first 2 games they went for plenty of runs. But good comeback, change in plans. They have utilized their bowlers quite well, especially in this game.
Yes, and that's pretty evident with the fact that they've picked up these 4 wickets, and especially of players that could be really very dangerous. Amir Kaleem for one, and then of course Jihan Kloat, opening batter for Majees Titans as well, and then now until very recently Ferisco Adams, who did get a start, but then we all know how dangerous he can be. So these are 4 very, very important wickets for Majees Titans as of now. Mehran Khan, on the other hand, introducing himself into the attack, and this is going to be a very key phase as far as this innings is concerned.
Cut nicely on the back foot.
Majees Titans, on the other hand, have quite a few pinch hitters. They've got a few powerful batters amongst their ranks. Wasim Ali is out there, and we all know how lethal and how dangerous he can be at any given stage of the innings. Comes in this tournament with a renewed sense of confidence. Played a magnificent innings in that first game. Have a look at that. Goes aerial. Lands in no man's land. but it's only going to be a single. But then intentions are clear, and it's probably the expectations that precedes Wasim Ali at this stage of the innings.
100 comes up with that single, but what a piece of fielding. He has been busy. The fast bowler Mohammad Imran running almost 10 yards towards his right hand side, then good release straight into the hands of wicket keeper. Overall, the energy level is high in the field for IAS Invincibles,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Easy, man.
forcing young Bisht on the back foot, just losing the plot. They had few good overs, but the spinners, the likes of Rahim, he bowled quite well, and Rana Singh, what a spell. 4 overs going for just 11 runs, couple of wickets to his name.
Yeah, that's probably key, and what he did really well was to keep the likes of Farisco Adams and Wasim Ali really quiet out there in the middle. And now it's going to be some sort of a spotlight on Aryan Bisht and Wasim Ali at the moment.
Yes, man.
Picks it up.
Yes,
It's high in the air, and Mehran Khan will celebrate. It's a catch that will probably define this innings. Once again, it's that man, it's that inconspicuous Mohammad Imran with a well-judged and safe catch out in the deep.
Brilliant. Excellent captaincy by Mehran. And look at that catch by Mohammad Imran. Brilliantly taken under pressure. And he knows the importance of this wicket. Half of the side back in the hut. Wasim managing just 6. It's 101 for the loss of 5.
New batter in Usman Ali, and he's joined Aryan Bisht in the middle because Wasim Ali had to depart. Plays on the front foot, a bunt down the ground for a single. Majees Titans, after 16, 102 for the loss of 5 wickets and still in the hunt. Sixteen overs gone, 102 for the loss of 5 wickets. Majees Titans, and out there in the middle for them is Usman Ali and Aryan Bisht. Off the mark of the very first delivery. Now Usman Ali is a prolific striker of the ball. Imran is what he's up against. Bowled him, Mohammad Imran. And the airplane as well as the helicopter, everything is going his way right now, Mohammad Imran. Have a look at that. What a beautiful delivery. On target and absolutely clinical because he knew Usman Ali was under pressure to go for the big shots.
3 overs, 3 wickets going down. What a delivery. Coming sharply into the left-hand batter, trying to play across the line. The fast express, Mohammad Imran, he strikes at the right time. In trouble, Majees Titans. Usman Ali adding just a single to his name is 102 for the loss of 6.
102 for the loss of 6 wickets. Majees Titans, and Vishwa Vijayaratne is out there in the middle, courtesy some accurate piece of bowling, quick express pace bowling by Mohammad Imran. 2 overs, 2 for 13 is what his figures read like, and IAS Invincibles have certainly turned up in a very, very good manner this afternoon. Winning the toss and making the right decision. It's been a very, very overcast sort of conditions. Immediately trying to get off the mark. Vishwa Vijayaratne, a couple of quick wickets, and panic sets in the batting team's environment. You'll start seeing a lot of unforced errors here. Have a look at that brilliant delivery. On target, good length, targeting the stumps. You miss, I hit. Mohammad Imran will be very, very happy about that. Delight for any fast bowler on any given day.
Indeed. Respond to the call of captain is Mohammad Imran.
This time down the ground for another single. Aryan Bisht and Vishwa Vijayaratne have stitched a very, very crucial partnership last afternoon. It was tedious, but then when it came good, it did seem to be a very, very healthy contribution towards the team's total. There was acceleration also towards the end of the partnership, towards the end of the innings, by both Aryan Bisht and Vishwa, taking on some good bowlers of Muscat Thunderers.
They need to repeat what they did yesterday with the bat. Add another 40, 45 runs.
Just like that. Taking the aerial route, targeting that cow corner, knows it's a vacant spot there. Vishwa Vijayaratne will look to accelerate, and we were just coming to that last afternoon. They did have a lot of time. They came in when the chips were down for Majees Titans and stitched a wonderful partnership. But here Vishwa Vijayaratne knows that there isn't much time, and hence that shot, hence that risky alternative of targeting the cow corner. Favourable result this time around for him. A good 4 runs to his name.
Very strong towards leg side. Vishwa, and force the captain to make a change. Now short mid-wicket goes back to deep mid-wicket. Oh, what a connection, what improvisation by Vishwa. Chased by the fielder, but no stopping. Back-to-back boundaries.
Absolutely innovative and playing with the field. The moment you had that fine leg up in the circle and the short mid-wicket sent back, immediately Vishwa starts utilizing the other vacant spot with the field up. Have a look at that. Backing himself to go the aerial route and play that innovative shot against the likes of Mohammad Imran. It's never going to be too easy. At the moment, oozing with confidence, Vishwa Vijayaratne getting a half century in the previous game. And he'll probably look to continue to do so. Mohammad Imran, what's he got now? What's the response? Just bunts it towards point, backward point to Asif Al-Balushi for a single. And this is what has been one of the mainstays of Majees Titans, and that's to collecting singles at the same time as collecting boundaries. 17 gone, 113 for the loss of 6. So some accurate and economical bowling by the IAS Invincibles. Muzahir has had a good couple of overs. Charging down the track, Vishwa Vijayaratne to Muzahir. It's only going to be a single, and he'll have to be very, very careful. Muzair Raza, he's a champion bowler otherwise, but not able to get in the rhythm, in the scheme of things throughout this tournament in the first couple of games. But now, on this day, there's a different match, a different day, and a couple of overs to his name and only 8 runs being conceded. So there's definitely been some improvement. He's definitely improved a little bit on his line and length.
Every bowler, they did a pretty good job, and this young lad, what a comeback. Gone for plenty of runs the first 2 games. His first spell, gone for just 8 runs. Windy conditions, some movement extra has been called.
Muzair Raza against Aryan Bish now. This will be a very, very comfortable sort of a situation for him because Aryan Bish not a natural attacking batter. He looked to work it around for singles and let Vishwa Wijeratne do most of the big explosive hitting. But then you can't take him for granted. He'll have to keep it away from his arc. Just like that. Nearly holding out to deep mid wicket. But then what this also does is allows Aryan Bish to get off strike.
At the same time, the bowling unit, they need to keep things tight. They bowled quite well. The final 16 deliveries, if somehow Vishwa, if he can add another 25, 30 runs, 140 will be a good total on this track, especially keeping in mind the conditions out there.
Ooh, this was well bowled. And good reaction as well from Muzair Raza, chasing that delivery. Missing the stumps, there was no backup. Allows Vishwa to grab a couple of runs under his belt, but still this was a very good delivery from Muzair Raza.
Not needed, at all. Should have kept Vishwa off strike, going for that run out, and no proper backup. So far, 5 runs.
Yeah, but I guess the throw was on. Vishwa Wijeratne was way too late of reaching the non-striker's end, so Muzair Raza certainly wanted to take that chance, maybe get the dangerous Vishwa Wijeratne out of the equation. Coming in for his 4th delivery. Keeps it away. Vishwa Wijeratne only very, very smart. Trying to outsmart Wijeratne to keep it away from the left-hander, but conceding a wide.
Every run matters from here onwards. Trying to dance down the track, put that pressure on Raza, the young lad. Ball too wide.
Look to bowl it on the stumps this time around. Yes, he tries that, but eventually ends up being just a low full toss, swinging into the left-hander. So single only. So far so good for Muzair Raza in this over.
Keeping in mind, first 2 games he went for plenty of runs. So I think boundaryless over till now, it's a decent, good over. If he can finish this over without a boundary, for sure, this will be an excellent over from Raza.
He'll have to target the stumps, pitch it around that good length area. This time short, slow. Fielder trying to settle underneath him, but no, Aryan Bisht has decided to take matters in his own hands. He had enough elevation on that and manages to get 6 runs to his name. So some welcome runs here for Aryan Bisht and Majees Titans.
Trying to fox Aryan with cutter. The tall young lad waited, and what a connection. Goes straight over that long on fielder, generating some power. What a hit. A much needed maximum.
Yeah, absolutely a poor choice of delivery here by Muzair Raza. This time much better. Once again a slower delivery, a slower option, but look at that running between the wickets by Vishwa and Aryan Bisht. Couple of runs to end the over. And to the name of Aryan Bisht, 18 gone. Majees Titans are 128 for the loss of 6. After an exciting third over by Mohammad Imran, he's coming back to complete his spell. It's going to be the penultimate over for the IAS Invincibles as Majees Titans on 128 for the loss of 6 wickets. Vishwa Wijeratne and Aryan Bish 12 apiece from 7 deliveries each. And what a delivery from Mohammad Imran. All they can manage is only a single, provided they run for that second. Have a look at that. This is dangerous. Vishwa Wijeratne taking on the fielder's throw, taking on that little bit of lethargic release from the fielder. And this is never going to be easy on the IAS fielders because the result would be 2 additional runs. And anything that goes in their favor is just going to be a wicket. So this is a point to Majees Titans.
What a commitment. Great commitment shown by Vishwa. And I think he's short of his crease here. It was a wayward throw. But that experience of Abdul Rauf, clean collection and dislodges those bails in time. Just inches short of his crease, Vishwa. Some relief for IAS Invincibles.
Yes, absolutely. Now this goes down as a wicket, a run out, but then certainly that second run was not on in any case. Vishwa Wijeratne shouldn't be thinking about coming back for that second run. Nonetheless, it's just going to be that 1 run added and the departure of Vishwa Wijeratne for 13. 129 for the loss of 7, Majees Titans. .1 Majees Titans 129 for the loss of 7 wickets. Mohammad Imran's overs are getting dramatic as ever. The more the tournament progresses, the more drama created by Mohammad Imran. Out comes Ubaidullah. And he is a prolific striker of the ball as well. Knows how to clear the boundaries. Mohammad Imran steaming in. Full delivery, looking for that Yorker. Ubaidullah does well by digging it out.
Change of events for both the sides. If we talk about IAS Invincibles bowling, they've improved a lot as a unit, as a bowling unit, wherein for Majees Titans, the last 2 games, they were off to a disastrous start, but they managed to go beyond 150, 170. Today, they had a good start, but the middle order not contributing much.
Bangs it in short. Straight away the eyes go to the second umpire, and of course it's going to be adjudicated a wide. So are you trying to say, Modibai, that you're not supposed to be getting to a good start as far as Majees Titans are concerned?
I think they took some time, openers, especially Amir Kaleem, to settle in. They played almost 8 to 9 overs, Gihan and Amir Kaleem. They tried to raise the tempo of the runs, trying to test youngster with that bouncer. A good decision by the leg umpire.
Was a well-directed one, just that it was a shade bit too powerful. This time, wonderful follow-up delivery. Trying to hit that block hole, looking for that second run, but it's only going to be a single. Well dug out by Aryan Bish as well.
And also, I believe they played 9 to 10 overs between them, did not got many runs. So the likes of Adams, Wasim Ali, when they came in, they tried to raise the tempo of the runs, and in the process, Adams lost his wicket. And that is when IAS Invincibles made a good comeback, a strong comeback into this game, picking those wickets at regular intervals.
Ooh, he's played it back, and Mohammad Imran will celebrate another well-deserved wicket. What a champion this man is, Mohammad Imran. A subdued celebration, but then he's been very, very accurate, very immaculate this innings. Umpire Mujahid Kotrudkar says, hold on a second, they'll want to have a look at that.
I just want to check that where the side foot landed. Is it a no ball or a legal delivery? But what a delivery, and excellent piece of fielding of his own bowling, generating some serious pace here, Mohammad Imran.
Yes, absolutely. Let's have a look at that once again. It's probably going to be that front foot check. That seems all right.
They need to check the landing of the back leg. Nothing wrong with that front foot landing. The back leg, where it landed inside that white line. He just went outside that white line is a big question here.
I think that seems all right. The first point of contact well within the guidelines, but then certainly the third umpire will have some better angles and some better opinion about that. Let's have a look at that once again. Ubaidullah absolutely beaten for pace, as the replays suggest. Looking at his bat as if that's the culprit, but then it's probably the genius work of Mohammad Imran, the power of Mohammad Imran. Very soon will break into some sort of a celebration, and this is some good execution of plans in the death by IAS Invincibles. First Muzair Raza, preceding that once again Mohammad Imran, and now Mohammad Imran coming for that last over of his spell, the penultimate over. Have a look at that once again, just making sure first point of contact within that white line, and then the delivery. The front foot had no doubt whatsoever. Good follow through as well for Mohammad Imran, constantly going in direction of the delivery.
Still watching and want to make sure everything is right there, the TV umpire. But look at that jump and release. It's always treat to watch this fast bowler coming in and bowling with lot of pace. Now the question is whether the heel it landed first, or is it the toe, the contact point. Just wanted to check that.
Yeah, well, certainly it's the first point of contact has to be the toe. It's shown clearly over there in those images. And yes, of course, it's the green light. So Ubaidullah will survive. It's been given a no ball, and umpire Mujahid Kotrudkar will signal a free hit. So certainly this is going to be a moment of consideration. However, no damage done. It's going to be a no ball and a free hit to follow. But then what a delivery that was from Mohammad Imran. It was a well-directed delivery. Will be disappointed that it's not going to be ending up as another number added to his wickets column. He's been on point all afternoon.
Sharp piece of umpiring from Mujahid, not getting carried away, because sometimes when the wicket goes, the umpires also fraction of seconds they have to make the decision straight away. He goes upstairs, wanted to check that whether it's a legal delivery or not.
This time picks it up. Is he going to make Mohammad Imran pay for it? No, it's going to be the captain Mehran Khan spilling a catch of Ubaidullah. It was a free hit, but then certainly a chance created. Ubaidullah looking for some extra runs here.
Lucky escape a couple of deliveries ago, now getting couple of wickets. How many more he can add?
Works it away towards the onside. Mid-on is not there in the circle. Long way to cover for Amin Habib. It's only going to be a single now. Looking very busy, Aryan Bisht out there, now asking for a change in bat. I always wonder whether one bat is better than the other. What do you reckon? What are the inherent qualities of this particular bat that Aryan Bisht will be wielding at the moment?
I think sometimes it's all about the feel, and you need in between. You just cannot change your gear. As a young lad, you need to have that information. You need to know what are the rules of the game.
Yeah, tries to give a good delivery right in the block hole and well dug out. No damage done to both the scoreboard as well as the wickets column. So end of the penultimate over. 19 gone, 136 for Majees Titans. Right then, Muzair Raza to continue. Works it away towards the onside. There is a fielder protecting a boundary. It's only going to be a single. Now Aryan Bisht has looked to accelerate. He's not afraid to go for the aerial shots at the moment. And he favors the matchup against Muzair Raza. So this is probably the right thing to do. He's been there for almost around 9 to 10 deliveries. So you might expect him to go aerial with every chance possible. Steaming in from the Oman LNG and Muzair Raza goes big, but no, he fails to connect straight into the hands of the keeper. So now Muzair Raza, 2 balls, 1 run. This is some excellent comeback from Muzair Raza, especially from what has been happening in the first 2 games of this Oman D20 powered by Fancode.
And whenever the batters they were in control, they came back strongly, the bowling unit, got those wickets. Still 4 deliveries. They can get another 10-12 runs, 149, 150.
This time full once again. Beaten for pace. Aryan Bisht, you can already see him feeling a little bit frustrated, trying to understand what sort of deliveries Muzair Raza is going to be providing him in the next 3 that's coming his way.
He's trying to play a wave. That is the reason, no connection. Just go behind the ball, try to reach and play in the line. All you need is a proper connection.
Right then, 4th ball coming up. This has been an excellent over by Muzair Raza so far. Just the 1 run from the first 3. What's he thinking? Is it going to be wide, outside reach? No, he tries to bowl it on the stumps, but Aryan Bisht up to the challenge, flicks it away. Innovative and innovation is the order of the day as Aryan Bisht helps himself to a boundary.
Really disappointed. This young lad, Muzahir, who looked in control, but all of a sudden he has that tendency, that habit of bowling a loosener in every over, rightly punished by young Bisht. Waited deep in the crease and using those wrists. A much needed boundary after 2 back-to-back brilliant deliveries, trying something new, and he got punished by Aryan Bisht.
Yes, absolutely. He does have the tendency to bowl those looseners and not bowling according to the field setup. This time straying down the leg side, and this is what a few bad deliveries can do to you. Otherwise a very good over, and now all of a sudden you have 6 runs of the first 4. He's got some backing up He's got some decent backup by the fielders. You've got the fielders in the right position. All he needs to be doing is to keep it away out of the arc of the batters. Bowl full, bowl very tantalizingly close to the wide tram line. If he concedes a wide, then that's all right. But this is totally unacceptable. Much better this time around. Tries to hit the big shot, but there is no fielder at cover. A long chase for the fielder coming in from extra. And now it's going to be just a couple of runs to the name of Aryan Bisht.
Muzahir Razai, he's in the circle for the past 2-3 years. And they have the service of Imran and Mehran, but they completed the quota of Imran, trusting the young lad, putting that faith. He needs to deliver, bowling all that important final over. He was with the national side, with the A side. You need to learn how to bowl in the death overs.
Coming in, Muzahir Raza. Wide again. Another loosener. Another extra run. This is going to hurt the IAS Invincibles. Every run here will have to be taken into consideration. Otherwise, a very, very accurate bowling figure. He was 0 for 20 in 3. And now all of a sudden 9 runs already of this over. That's not going to be looking pretty at the end of the day. What can Muzahir Raza do? How does he turn things around? Not looking for wickets here, just looking to keep runs down to the minimum. Last ball. Bowled him. Yes, of course, he gets that wicket. Crying out in anguish, Aryan Bisht, knowing that, of course, he could have added a few more runs to the total. The umpire says, hang on a minute, let me check it once again. The two batters making their way back to the dugout. But then what a delivery this one from Muzahir. Finally getting his radar right and angling it into the stumps.
21 runs in his second spell, but got a wicket on the final delivery. Good recovery, I would say, by Majees Titans, but exceptionally well bowled by the unit of IAS Invincibles, who went for plenty of runs, but now in this game they kept things tight. 145 Majees Titans posted in their allotted 20 overs. Bish was the last man to get out on the final delivery, making 19. Ubaid run a ball 5. They will be happy unit, IAS Invincibles. What a comeback, especially by the bowlers. And looking at the batting card, today they have got that start. The likes of Abhinav getting 11 runs. Amir Kalim took his own time for 23. Gihan, he had his own struggles. The only positive form in this lineup was yet again Adams managing quick 27 in 20 balls, and Bisht making 19 and 13 to Vishwa. 25 extras. Horrible piece of bowling, I would say. They bowled quite well, but extras column not justifying the way they bowled today.
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably the second highest scorer in that scorecard there, as you can see. And the IAS Invincibles might be thinking, yes, maybe 25 runs short would be favourable. Mohammad Imran, I think the pick of the bowlers, 2 wickets for 32 runs in his allotted 4 overs with an economy of 3. But what's very important are those 10 dot balls that he has managed to get. Muzahir Raza too has 10 dot balls, but then towards the end, missing his line and length quite a bit, especially in that last over. 29 runs, 1 wicket. Ali Imran, 3 overs for 24. Haitham Bahar Ali bowled that 1 over for 5 runs. Wonder why he didn't get a few more. Rana Singhe Patrange, and I think he was the X factor here in the IAS Invincibles bowling lineup. 2 for 13 in his 4. Those are magical figures. Ibn Amin, 12 in 1 over. Shehzad Rahim, 1 for 11 in 2 overs. And Mehran Khan, 5 for 1 in his, and of course he picked up a wicket as well. So 145 for 8 with 25 extras is what the Majees Titans have managed to amass at the end of the first innings. So here's how things transpired. Mehran Khan winning the toss and putting Majees Titans into bat. And of course, there have been a few mishaps here for the Majees Titans early on. There were some insights or inroads into some attacking foreplay, but then the IAS Invincible bowlers have been up to the mark ever since ball number 1. A few extras here and there, a few boundaries here and there. This reverse sweep especially looking very, very attractive. Ferisco Adams continued in a similar fashion as he did last afternoon. Some big sixes, big towering sixes, eventually holding out to deep mid-wicket. Wickets kept falling at regular intervals. The batters kept getting starts. Mehran Khan in that one over picked up his solitary wicket, and it was of the all-important Wasim Ali. Beautiful bowling by Mohammad Imran. He picked up a few wickets for himself, and all of them in spectacular fashion. Few runs from the left-hander, Vishwa Vijayaratne, and they were all over the ground playing with the field. But then in came Muzahir Raza. The last 3 overs were absolutely delightful to watch. Both Muzahir Raza and Imran looking to keep things tight. And have a look at that run out. Vishwa Vijayaratne trying to take that one extra run. Muzahir Raza on the very last ball of the innings, managing to castle Aryan Bisht, but till then a lot of damage had been done courtesy those 25 extras. So right then the task is cut out for the IAS Invincibles. They've been handed over a target. Whether they get there or not, we'll come to know after a short break as we come back to the run chase. Stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is. timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge of it. Yes, it is.
Welcome back. It's match day 3. It's match number 7. And what an exciting run of events we've had in that first innings where IAS Invincibles are taking on the Majees Titans. Put into bat first, Majees Titans have amassed 145 for the loss of 8 wickets. Courtesy a few contributions from Ahmed Kaleem at the top of the order. Some fireworks by Fancode Adams, 27 of 20. And of course, Aryan Bisht, Vishwa Vijayaratne contributed a bit. But then what also contributed were 25 extras, as many as 25 extras in their allotted 20 overs. As the lights are on, or rather in process of being switched on. Here's a look at the bowling scorecard as well. Mohammad Imran 2 for 32 and Muzair Raza 1 for 29, and they started the proceedings and made sure that things started off on a very, very quiet note for the Majees Titans. Ali Imran, Haitam Bahar Ali, pick of the bowlers for me. Rana Singhe, Patrange, 4 overs, 2 for 13, kept it very miserly, didn't give free runs. Ibn Amin, Shehzad Rahim and Mehran Khan, 2 got chances to roll their arm over and contributed really well, with only Ibn Amin with that 1 over 12 was probably an expensive affair. Joining me in the comm box is Pranav Mehta, and straight away you see Mehran Khan opening the innings. So captain will take charge of the proceedings. How do you think IAS should approach this total?
They like to throw their bat at everything. That's exactly what Mehran does, and that's what he's good at. Abid Ali. And exactly that's what you get with Mehran opening the batting. He's not going to play second fiddle. He's not going to waste any time. If he's there for 5-6 overs, it is IAS Invincibles that'll be in a very good position.
Yes, absolutely. Making his intentions clear. He also had a good range hitting session towards the fag end of the innings. Mehran Khan came in very late for the IAS Invincibles when they were down and out, but then he certainly used it to his advantage, got a few runs behind himself. So probably that acted as a confidence booster, and much needed confidence booster, because that is the sort of innings that is needed right now.
Long off, comes into the circle, long on, drops back. Short. And guided to third for a single. This is intelligent cricket from Mehran.
Yes, absolutely. And he'll know that only too well, that if you keep the scoreboard ticking, if you rotate strike, you stay fresh and you stay in the game, always switched on. And that is how you approach a target like 146. The next batter in, accompanying Mehran Khan, Rana Singhe. How impressive has he been for the IAS Invincibles? He's certainly shown glimpses in the previous game where he went for a few big shots, got a few boundaries to his name, so that must have calmed his nerves.
If Rana Singhe can just hold on to the strike and just be there till the 15th over, get a 50 to his name, he has a man of the match in the pending. And this is that kind of a total, 145, 46 to get. You just want one of your batters to bat through, probably get 50, 60, 70, and the other side plays explosive.
Absolutely. On the other hand, the Majees Titans, they boast of a very talented bowling lineup. Plenty of options, I believe, right from Fancode Adams to Abid Ali to Wasim Ali. Have a look at that card straight into the hands of the fielder at point. Wasim Ali is a tremendous fielder. He's a rocket arm. No chance for a single. No chance that the batters are going to be taking him on.
One man who really needs to get into the act is Abid. He hasn't had that kind of a start so far.
You can see the pace slowly increasing for every bowler that has come out into the middle as the tournament progresses. The first game, everybody seemed a little bit tardy. Everybody seemed a little bit slow. But now as the game progresses and as the match progresses, you'll see that the paces have picked up. Abid Ali conceding a single. It was a wild shot towards the leg side. Very powerful one.
It's a game of fitness. And that's where Abid Ali needs to work on. Needs to get stronger, needs to bulk up. Not in size, but bulk up in muscles. He's very impressive when we had the first visuals of Abid Ali, but at the moment, not that impressive as he started off.
Absolutely. Abid Ali coming in from the Oman tail end now. This time bangs it in short and beats the batter, beats the keeper. So tough days and a tough start for Abid Ali. 4 runs, and these are 4 free runs as a matter of fact, in the favor of IAS Invincibles.
Should have been stopped. On most days, this should have been stopped. Very late to react. Just goes under his hand. He'll be mighty disappointed. This was regulation for a wicketkeeper. And there's nothing much that Abid can do about it.
Yeah, expecting a far more swing, Jihan Cloet. You can already see that he's standing way towards the offside. He's probably expecting Abid Ali to bowl across the right-hander. Just like that, tantalizingly close to the stumps. He'll be in agony, Abid Ali. He's produced a magic delivery, but somehow or the other, the batter survives. Mehran Khan survives. At the end of the first over, IAS Invincibles 7 for no loss.
I mean, let's ask you a good one. Abbas out of form, out of the team in 2 games. Jihan Cloete out of form. How many more opportunities would Majees Titans give him before they decide to drop him?
Well, there's most certainly, yes, of course, he'll be under pressure to score a few runs, but then you do notice that he's got the numbers behind him as well. Abbas in the first couple of games has gotten out, trying to up the ante and for paltry scores. This time in the air, 1 slip, 2 less here on this occasion for Majees Titans. It's only going to be a single, but certainly a chance here. Hemal Tandil, who is amongst the ranks of Majees Titans this season, and he's been impressive from the first game. Coming back to that point, Jihan Cloet, of course, he's a class act. He's got plenty of runs under his belt, played a T20I for South Africa as well, so you can't be doubting the quality and the experience as well as the nature of gameplay that he brings along with him. But at the same time, yes, of course, he will be under pressure to provide a little bit or to do justice to the reputation that he brings along with him.
No 2 thoughts about the quality of Jihan. It's just that I'm trying to prove a point here. Dancing down the track, over the top. Mehran is in the mood. The Pathan power comes to the party. Straight down the ground, and it's a maximum.
Well, there was a popular song a couple of years back, Jhume Jo Pathan, and then Mehran does just that, dancing down the track literally to a bowler of the stature of Hemal Tandil. There was absolutely pace on that ball. There was no mistaking that, but then Mehran Khan up to the challenge, charging towards the bowler, hitting that one on the full and getting a maximum to his name. So finally the fireworks have started for the IAS Invincibles. They are going to be making a match out of this.
We're looking for a big one. This is skied up. There's a player coming underneath it. He's going to be holding on to it. They're going to be celebrating, and they're going to be celebrating for a while. It is the young gun who holds on to this one. Never easy taking a catch. Ubaidullah, the ex-captain of Majees Titans. And what a catch is that.
Yeah, well, most certainly 1 shot too many, as you would like to say, but then most certainly already a 6 of the over, and you would want Mehran Khan to stick and stick for the team, make sure that the team is in a comfortable position, going for a big, massive hoik, not connecting, getting the toe end of the bat. So all he got was some massive elevation. Sky high, and Ubaidullah does well, as it's not easy to see that ball swerving under lights. Doing well here. So a wicket falls, Mehran goes for 7. IAS Invincibles are 14 for 1. .3 IAS Invincibles, 14 for the loss of 1, and they've just lost their skipper, Mehran Khan. Out comes Mansoor Mazhar, third match in a row where he's coming in very, very early due to the lack of runs by the openers. He's up against Hemal Tandil. Looks to play him towards the offside, but getting a little bit of inside edge on it. So no runs here.
This is going to be very interesting because Mehran Khan decided that he was not going to play second fiddle. He wanted to express himself, and he ended up expressing himself only to Ubaidullah. Thank you very much, says Ubaidullah, and shows the way to the dressing room to Mehran Khan. Very disappointing from Mehran Khan. All said and done, Mansoor Mazhar. He's been one of those pick-off batters for IAS, and that's where a lot of expectations will be on Mansoor Mazhar. But coming to my question, I mean, would you even be considering looking to drop a foreign recruit? And hence, because you're not considering to drop him, he gets a lot more opportunities, but the local resources do not have that kind of faith or backing, and hence it's very difficult for them.
Yeah, but it's very difficult to pick and choose and back certain players over some other players. Of course, there will be a little bit of hope here for the foreign recruit because of the plethora of experience and the nature of cricket that somebody has played back home in the country. This time he pulls, and of course there is no fielder there, so this is going to be another boundary. Expensive over from Hemal Tandil, but then he's seen the back of a dangerous batter in the form of Mehran Khan as a wicket to boast about. It's 2 overs done, but have a look at this shot.
Shot and pulled from Mansoor Mazhar. It's almost bread and butter for Mansoor Mazhar. On a wicket which is slowing down, you can't be bowling that line and length. 2 overs done, 18 for 1. Abid continues from the Oman tail end. Is it just me, or probably do you feel that Abid has lost a little bit of pace?
Yeah, he certainly seems to be less leaner since what I've seen last of him. Of course, I did miss one D series, but then he looked very, very impressive. The last time I saw him, he had that pace, he had a little bit of zing in the bowling as well.
So in simpler words, you're just saying that he's put on a few kilos.
Yeah, he's just put on a few kilos, and it's not looking very pretty at the moment. He's lost a little bit of pace, but then he can certainly make it up by bowling some decent line and length.
He was one of the pick of the bowlers in the previous editions, and that's where the ease with which the opponents are playing him is something that is not to write in my eyes. Somebody probably needs to have a word with him, needs to show him the road to glory of Bilal Khan, his elder brother, and the importance of fitness. Huge talent, huge potential, and that's where he needs to work very hard on his fitness.
Yeah, this time he's bowling with a little bit of pace, gets the outside edge of Rana Singh, who will only be too happy to just come and rotate strike. Mansoor Mazhar, on the other hand, will look to charge, will look to take on the bowlers, as he has always been doing ever since the start of this tournament. Added responsibilities on Mansoor Mazhar, and that is to carry forward and be responsible for the run chase. He scored quite a few runs, justifying his promotion up the order.
Comes in with a long run up, Abid.
No!
That's a good area. That's a good area. He needs to stick there. He needs to be there more often.
We'll see him in action. Farisco Adams, similar sort of innings today as well. Look to hit some big towering sixes, boundaries off his blade. First match was dismal. From the second match and the third match, he was absolutely clinical and entertaining to the max. Which brings me back to your comment about Jihan Ploit as well, in the background with the gloves in hand. Big shot, tries to take on the bowler. There is no fielder. It's going to be a long chase for Farisco Adams. Manages to just keep it down to a couple of runs for Mansoor Mazhar.
Never shies from a contest, Mansoor Mazhar, and he's just doing that. Oh, what are we viewing here? Farisco holding his shoulder in some kind of pain. Not really sure what happened there. Certainly has to be getting some treatment very, very soon. He's still in a lot of pain. He's still holding his knee. But the problem, I think, is with his right shoulder. Abid charging in.
Slower delivery. Now this is guile and craftsmanship from Abid. It did seem that a couple of balls earlier, he just upped his pace. The ball just came zipping through. And now that well-disguised slower ball. So what you lose in pace, you can make it up by bowling the right areas and the right sort of deliveries according to the match situation that befits the match situation. And Abid Ali seems to be doing it now. That first over, a little expensive, but now the second over, much, much better. Just 5 runs of it. That includes an extra.
You're so right there. I mean, just by holding good line and length, you can just get the job done. But the thing is, once you're a professional, you want to be seen doing that at your best. Oh, what a delivery.
Well, we jinxed it. We said it at the same time. Such was the quality of that delivery. Abid Ali ending the over well once again with a dot ball. Just 12 runs from his 2 overs. And IAS Invincibles 23 for the loss of 1.
The lights are on here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Ground number 2 is hosting some selections of the junior category. As Hemal Tandale, he's been very impressive, Hemal Tandale. Decent pace, good action, smooth run up. Very effective all in all.
146 to target. Rana Singh and Mansoor Mazhar, they are absolutely key in this partnership. This partnership needs to thrive and survive majority of the overs, because both of them prolific strikers of the ball and can turn the game on its head on a day that's going their way.
And what's important is that they haven't done a lot of attacking, but still they're going at 8 runs per over, and that's what Majees Titans need to do with their top order. You have to respect the bowler just like this, but there will be occasions where you go after him and you get that 7-8 runs per over, especially in the power play. If you're not doing that, you're not doing justice to the position where you're playing.
You also need to understand bulk of those runs. Let's say 7 of those have come from the bat of Mehran Khan, which included that one big 6 of Himal Tandale's over. But then you also need to realize he's taken his wicket, so there's no more Mehran Khan featuring out there in the middle. Since then, it's been very, very quiet. Rana Singh, 3 of 8 deliveries. Have a look at that. Now that makes it 9. So at some point in time, Rana Singh will feel the brunt, will feel that pressure, added pressure of, upping the ante. It's not going to be Mansoor Mazhar all the way. They'll have to stitch a partnership. They'll have to get a boundary, a regular boundary now and then. And that's how you approach a target, even if it's 146, whether it's 90, whether it's 125, just like the other day. Muscat Thunderers ended up at 125 odd runs, and then Majees Titans had to chase that down. And then if you don't pace your innings well and get those regular singles and doubles, even a target as paltry as 125 will end up being like a mountain. Ooh, what a delivery. Himal Tandale. Bounce and some seam movement off the deck. Rana Singh had no answer to that. A laborious 10-ball innings coming to an end for him. He scored only 3, but have a look at that delivery once again. Himal Tandale has produced one of the balls of this match, one of the deliveries of this match.
He's special. Very, very special. Himal Tandale, he's been one of the pick of bowlers for Majees Titans. Comes in very sharp, takes a slide outside edge, and the keeper does the rest. So Jihan holds on to this one as Rana Singh walks back. In walks Rauf, 2 wickets down IAS, and in a little bit of trouble.
New batter in, Rauf, and he's fresh off a half century in the previous game. Yes, in a losing cause, but then certainly it was not an innings that was laborious. It was in good pace as well. All he had to do was find some partnerships. He ran out of partners, as a matter of fact, towards the end.
He took some serious time in the previous game. In this game, most of the batters of IAS Invincibles need to define their role. They need to play that positive intent of cricket. They don't want to make 146 look like 170, 180. And that's where they need to keep picking up singles. No runs whatsoever from the bat in this over. Just 1 leg by. So Himal Tandale in contention of a maiden wicket.
Yeah, he certainly stepped up to the plate, Himal Tandale. Ooh, yes, of course, he's going to end with that as well. A wicket maiden for Himal Tandale as 4 overs gone. IAS Invincibles 24 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Abid looking to be dispatched by Mansoor Mazhar. And it's not going to be happening on this delivery at the least.
Yes, now slowly getting into the groove, and you might notice that Abid Ali is bowling his third over on the trot. So certainly the captain is backing him to get through with the power play. Wouldn't be surprised if Hemal Tandil also continues, because now you see that the Majees Titans have a plethora of options in this playing 11. After Abid Ali and Hemal Tandil, you've got Ubaidullah, you've got Wasim Ali, you've got Usman Ali, you've got Ferisco Adams, so plenty of options here to do the trick.
Most importantly, you have the captain, Amir Kaleem.
Sorry, I missed him out. Apart from Jihan Cloet, I think every single bowler, every single knows how to roll his arm over. Aryan Bisht.
Aryan Bisht, exactly. So plenty of options for the captain. And as we talk about Aryan Bisht, there he's rolling his arm, telling the captain, I can do some justice to talent as well. Over the years, he's improved by a distance as a batter. Still not at his best, nowhere even close to it, but he's improved a lot.
Slower delivery, moving across. Not able to meet the ball in time. But yes, of course, Aryan Bisht, and credit to Majees Titans. They've done an excellent job with Aryan Bisht, giving him those extra bit of chances. They've got a few youngsters in their rank. Rahil Habibullah, he's, I think, the captain of the under-19 team, sitting on the sidelines. Aryan Bisht has done really well when he used to play for the under-19s as well. So plenty of talent in that Majees Titans lineup, which are up and coming. Ubaidullah has been a revelation. You have Yusuf Manik in that squad as well.
And both of those players, Ubaidullah, Wasim Ali, they've come from the ranks of under-19, and that's where it's a very good side to be in if you're an under-19 player. They will show you the path. Dancing down the track, much better from Abid. A very late appeal, almost as if it was a formality. A maiden wicket in the previous over. Abid is going towards a maiden here. On an instance, IAS are putting themselves into a trouble. They were decently poised. And now 10 deliveries on the trot, dot balls.
Always a pressure calling games nowadays by seeing all this young talent come up, and also familiar faces. Me and you being from the same school. Ooh, what a delivery. Slower delivery. I believe that was a leg cutter.
Probably back of hand.
Yeah. Coming in from the same school, and of course one of the premier schools in Oman, Indian School Muscat, and a lot of these players that we see are familiar faces. We've played against them during our school days. Me being quite a bit junior to you, of course, but then seen Muzair Raza from Pakistan School Muscat as well. And then, of course, Aryan Bisht from Indian School Muscat, Wasim Ali, a couple of years junior to me. Very, very impressive young lad. Strong young lad, making inroads into that Oman team so early, coming through the ranks. What a delivery, moving across the right-hander. What a beautiful end to the over. He's making it a habit to bowl that last ball of the over as one of the best in the over. 5 gone, 25 for the loss of 2 wickets. IAS Invincibles.
They're sticking with aggression. Majees Titans sticking with Hemal Tandil. But talking about change, there's going to be a change in the com box. Amin Wagli is going to be replaced by the young Jamil Zaidi.
Thank you very much for the compliment.
Young at the heart, isn't it?
His heart is always young.
Evergreen.
Evergreen. For the man I'm talking about.
Oh.
80, 90, still heart is...
So, always a pleasure to be commentating with Mr. Jamil Zaidi, one of the senior statesmen of Oman cricket. Humor on offer. Hamilton Dale bowled a maiden wicket in the previous over, and he's been rewarded with the third over. The final over of the power play. They don't want. What a delivery. What a delivery. The way the ball climbed up to the wicketkeeper shows the amount of back that Hamilton Dale is putting behind the ball.
Absolutely brilliant. I think perhaps from the last 3 days, I have seen the best opening spell from the any side. Today, Abid and Hamilton Dale. That was a beauty. Lifting delivery outside the office stump. And Rauf really very lucky not to got out on it. Beautiful delivery from Hemal. And other end, Abid is bowling superbly as well.
Driven just to the waiting covers. Almost feels as if they've gone into the snooze mode. How many dot balls in a row? Just one single or a couple of singles in the last 15 or 16 deliveries. That's the kind of domination Majees Titans have had in the last 2.5 overs.
Well, I think Abdul Rauf, I believe that he is one of the most experienced batter in the Majees Titan, rather IAS Invincibles side. Yesterday also he was subdued or bogged down in the initial stages of the game. Later on he came, played his natural game, but couldn't. He played once again. Couldn't get the team through the difficult task. He came very well, but very late, hitting a couple of mighty sixes and up.
You're spot on there, Jamil bhai, you're spot on. I'm not a very big fan of players who put their side into trouble and then with a late flurry, they recover themselves, but the team is not able to recover. And that's where you need to come in at the initial part with your A game. You can't be playing that waiting game, because in the process, if you get out, you put your team in a lot of trouble. Looking for a big shot, inside edge. Could have well gone onto the stumps. And if that would have happened, IAS would have been in serious trouble.
If you remember, during the early stages of our life, in school game matches, those sort of incidents, the ball come, hit to the bat, and is trying to go towards the wicket, and the batter has to pick the ball and give it back. You have to go to appeal for a out.
Yeah, we have had our share of fun.
Look at that one.
I'm from that era of Sultan, Amir Kaleem, the golden era of Raha. Pulled well. There is nobody in the deep. It's quick outfield at the Oman cricket and probably chased by one of the quickest of Majees Titans. Probably given as a boundary already by the umpire. So finally some remorse for IAS from the bat of Rauf, who gets off the mark with the boundary. 30 for the loss of 2 at the end of 6.
So still a lot of struggle there for IAS Invincibles, losing the captain very early And then again, it was some beautiful bowling from Hemal and Abid Ali that really bogged their batsmen down, not getting chance to get their shots on. And all credit goes to these two bowlers from these power plays of 30 runs with 2 wickets down. And I think it will be Ubaid who has been introduced into the attack now. Was off the toes, split it out towards the deepish square leg.
One another player who's come from the ranks of the junior circuit, Ubaidullah. Very talented, huge potential, is a massive striker of the cricket ball and a decent bowler as well. He's not done too much justice to himself. He came out as a huge potential and he's only growing to be a better player with time.
A lot of players were you discussing between you and Amin. Of course, yes, Avasim Ali is one of the, to me, he's one of the best lot came out from the schools. And of course, I really impressed Aryan Bisht. Yes, he's a very good player coming up.
I beg to differ, Jamil Bhai. The best player coming out of from the schools is a player who's playing for the national side right now. Can you guess who? I'll give you a hint. He's one of the top run getters of the last season.
Hamad?
Not really. Top run getters. Think about it, Jamil Bhai. You can't be missing him.
I really missed at the moment names. Who was it?
I have to give you a twist, and obviously to our audiences as well. He scored 100 in the previous edition.
Jatinder.
Jatinder Singh. The Singh is the king.
The king, yes. Oh, yes, he was totally a outclass player.
Oh, he's fantastic. In the air, over the square field, on the offside, Osman will keep it down to a single. Another player that I want to highlight is Adnan Ilyas.
Yes, he was one of the best all-rounders Oman had. And I remember he was with, when I was the manager of 7 and 8 years, he was with me. I mean, outstanding cricketer he is. Outstanding. Similar, and he was followed by his brother. But he is one of the best all-rounders we have, like him and Desai.
Oh yes, you're going to the good old days. Inside part of the bat doesn't matter. He gets the gap just wide of fine leg. And this is pretty mediocre from Ubaid. You don't want to be sliding on the leg side because there is not a lot of protection there. But Mansoor Mazhar will have a smile picking up a boundary here.
Finally some runs on the board. And that's what's the need of the hour. It was very bad delivery down the leg side. He tried to push it out towards, but got the bottom edge of the bat. But finally 4 runs results for IAS Invincibles. I think today, they tried to win the match because things not bad from here, but of course, it's still a lot of way to go.
They have a mountain to climb, but probably this is one of the better opportunities that IAS is going to be having in this tournament. Chasing 146 on a very good wicket. They're pretty decently poised.
Brilliant fielding. Absolutely brilliant.
Some applauses from the teammates. That was pretty decently fielded. 7 overs done, 38 for the loss of 2.
Still very correctly said. Long way to go for IAS Invincibles. Some hard hitting is required at this stage of the game. Amir brought himself. What a reflexes he has got. Still at the age of 43. That is amazing. I mean, that is his, what you call, love to the cricket. His intentions, his hard work. That is absolutely marvelous.
43 or 45 doesn't matter, because each is just a number from Amir Kaleem. Did escape that career-ending injury a few years ago. A surgery on both his knees, and look what he's doing here. Even at this age, he's performing like a champion. He's leading his pack from the front.
That is the hunger for cricket, hunger of the game, and what you call the hard work that you have to put in. And he's amazingly did that. He came back to the national team after a gap of 2 years, performed outstandingly in every format of the game, and finally brought into the game, national team.
He's too good a player, but on this occasion, a heave on the leg side from Abdur Rauf. They need to get going here. They've got a platform here, a small little platform. They need to make sure that they keep picking up 7-8, 7-8. Probably one of those overs need to be somewhere around 10 and close the gap. Looking to paddle, and it's only going to be a single. So 4 runs from this over so far with 2 balls to spare. They need a boundary here.
A similarity with Amir Kaleem and Shakil, the dynamite you said, is almost similar. He is not turning the ball, Amir Kaleem is trying flat deliveries, quicker ones.
Yeah, let's go.
And so has Shakil. He has got more variation than Amir Kaleem. Especially quicker one is like a, what you call a middle, fast ball, faster bowler he is bowling it.
I have a word for that fast ball. It is called wicket keeper killer. Forget about the batsman. Wicket keeper doesn't have a chance whatsoever.
Yesterday he took that wicket in the second last over. He bowled that gentleman. I don't forget the name of the batter. It was mesmerizing delivery. He doesn't know. He just came and wickets were uprooted.
It's the pace with which he gets a little bit of deviation, and that little bit of deviation is very difficult to play. The little dynamite Shakil Ahmed is about whom we are talking.
Yeah.
Will finish off with a dot ball. So 5 runs from that over of Amir Kaleem, 4 from the bat, 43 for 2 at the end of 8.
Some excitement should be there by IAS Invincible batters. Someone come hit couple of sixes, and Rauf I think can do that. But yesterday he came very late, flourishing with some mighty sixes. Today once again he seems to be bogged down.
Yeah, when you start the chase below 7.5 runs per over, pulled well, but fielder in the deep, just that one man, it goes straight down to him, and just a single for Rauf. And that's my concern. When you start the chase below 7.5 and then you allow the required run rate to go close to 10 and then you start the chase, that is absolute nonsense. I understand that you allow the run rate to get to 10 probably towards the end, and that's where you're building a chase.
outside the office, some good delivery from Obed. I mean, the coaches and the manager, whoever it is, must tell the batters under the conditions in which the IAS Invincibles were there. The start was damn slow. 6 overs, about 30 runs. That's the area where they have to work hard. At least one of the batters in the opening slot must go for runs, like Amir Karim. He should not go for single and will try to hit his game. His couple of 4 and 6s will make the difference.
This fact is going to be heartbreaking. There were 3 overs 24. 3 overs 24 going at 8 runs per over, and that's when I said it's very impressive. And right now, in the next more than 5 overs, 5.5 overs, they've scored 21 runs. 5.5 overs. That is 33 deliveries. They've scored 21 runs. And majority part of those overs were power play when they had to dominate. And factuals like this are something that needs to be addressed in the meeting. Big shot. Mid wicket. Not in position, but it's only going to be a single. This is poor running. There was 2 written all over it.
Half-hearted hit could have been a boundary. But I don't know. They do have their own plans. But time is now running out for them to catch up the total of 146. Someone has to take the cue, come, hit some couple of maximums, couple of boundaries.
This is a very similar approach from Rauf to that of yesterday, and if it was accepted by the management yesterday, that's when it's being accepted by the management today. In this format, it's the T20 format. It is not acceptable to be playing below a strike rate of 100. The least that you can get your team is run a ball. Struck well. A good bit of piece of fielding in the deep. Osman is the fielder. He's a handy fielder. Certainly saves a couple of runs for his side. And this is what pressure means. Immediate applause.
Brilliant save from him. He is really a very, very good all-rounder. I still remember the catch he took in the last Test D20. That's one of the best catches. Look at the effort. Look at the effort. Just pushed into the ground and recovered. That effort is required from the batters as well.
Quick single to wind that over. 49 on the board for the loss of 2, and IAS are spending some good quality time in the middle at the moment.
Some instructions should come from the camp of IAS Invincibles to the batters what to do next. Still a daunting task. 146, Amir Kalim. Look at that one, played it out towards the extra cover. Well, I think the non-striker was not ready to get it on.
Yeah, he was waiting for the ball to pass the circle. The last thing they want is a run out at this occasion. Amir Kalim does realize that they're going to get itchy and they're going to be looking for the big one, just like that. Swept well, straight to deep square leg. They're not able to find the gaps at the moment. Narayana, another player from the young ranks.
I think good captainship by Amir Kalim. He's placed his fielders accordingly. Bowlers also bowling according to the plan. Look at that one. Just attacking the 3 stumps.
Very poor cricket at the moment from IAS. They can recover from here. But they've taken the required 100 close to 9.5. Quick single. And even with the player diving, it's still going to be only a single. Three runs from the first over. Rather, 4 runs from the first over and 3 runs from this over so far. Swept well once again. There is protection in the deep. And it's only going to be a single.
Ahmed is trying to bowl within the stump, just pacing, slow down his pace. When he saw the batsman is trying to sweep him.
Slowly this game is slipping out of the hands of IAS Invincibles. And they're still content with taking singles. So at the halfway mark, 54 on the board for IAS. They have lost 2 wickets. But they still have a mountain to climb. Just over 90 runs to win. And that's where my concern is, because there is going to be a lot of talking in the mid-break.
Welcome back after the drinks interval. It is once again a daunting task at this moment of the game for IAS Invincible. 19 runs required in 10 overs. And joining me in the com box is our friend Amin. From here, what you look for IAS Invincible, what they have to do?
Very good evening, and of course 92 runs to be precise required. And what's happened out here is something that we've already seen in this tournament many times, and this is some sort of a template here being found by the teams, that to get your eye in, and then once you're set, once you're in the game, and then go for the big shots. And we've seen this only too often in this D20 edition. Big shot towards the onside. I think he's dissected the gap, but then the fielder a bit too quick, and you'll start seeing more and more riskier shots, more and more risk taking, especially from the batter that has been hanging around in there in the middle for quite some time, and that's going to be Mansoor Mazhar coming down at one drop.
Well, talking about the team who is chasing the total, I mean, I don't know how long they will take up and start what you call their look for the runs. I mean, the first 6 overs was not productive for them. And then after losing the wicket of Mehran, again they bogged down themselves. Look at that one. 18 of 14 and 25 of 31. Abdul Rauf is a player who has played a lot of cricket in Pakistan. Very, very experienced player. But I don't know, like last match, he is still just going for the singles and double.
Yeah, well, of course, we'll have a detailed discussion about this as well. But then, like I did mention, this is some sort of a template that the teams have found, and that's to get your eye in and then start playing your shots and going for the riskier options once you are set out in the middle. It has worked for some teams, it has not worked for some teams. So it's a double-edged sword trying for a scoop here. Mansoor Mazhar, and another quiet over goes the Majees Titans' way. 11 gone, 59 for the loss of 2. Eleven overs gone, 59 for the loss of 2 wickets. IAS Invincibles, and you see injection of young blood here into that bowling attack. Aryan Bisht now finally getting a chance to employ his skill out there in the middle.
Well, talking about your point, I don't agree with you. The team who is batting second has to have some cue in their face. The coaches, the manager, the captain should know how to chase the total. Yes, the team who is batting first, I agree. They put their eyes in and they go for the runs. But chasing, you have to be on the toes right from the first ball.
Yes, absolutely, I agree. So, like I did mention, this is a template that works for some teams and does not work for a few other teams. Big shot down the ground, but a fielder in place. Aryan Bisht will strike straight away. The pressure, the mounting pressure of the required run rate now resulting in the peril or the perish of Mansoor Mazhar. He's played nearly 34 balls and only 26. And have a look at that.
Well, this is what I was trying to tell you, that, I mean, what you call bogged down the run rate, not getting the boundaries, concentrating on the singles, and what the next batter has to come with huge pressure to come up with the run rate and everything. Anyhow, wicket number 3 has gone 59 for 3 IAS.
Muzair Raza, the new man in, and he's a powerful striker of the ball, but he still has a task cut out for himself. Nearly 90 runs, or a little short of 90 runs required in the next few overs. He will have to score a quick fire 30, 40 odd runs so that the IAS Invincibles stay in the hunt, because at the moment that required run rate is mounting and is in excess of 9.5.
Well, I really appreciate the intention of Muzair. The very first delivery, tried to hit it. So this is time for the batters to come and go for that. Making singles will not at all help to achieve their target.
Well, yes, of course, boundaries are the need of the hour as far as the IAS Invincibles are concerned. And it has to be from the bat of Rauf. He'll have to take the initiative. Big shot down the ground, but I think this time around he's got a little bit of elevation on it. He's hit that with good power. After the break, I guess the message was clear to the batters out there in the middle, and that's to go for your shots. And Abdul Rauf now answering.
Well, once again, he has to go in the same manner in the next couple of overs to make the things easy for IAS Invincible, close to the target. He can do that. He has the ability. He has the power.
One more. This time he shall find the fielder. Safe hands there at deep mid-wicket. Aryan Bisht is having a dream over here. Two big wickets of two batters who had managed to just settle down in the middle for the IAS Invincibles. But Majees Titans now clawing into that middle order.
Once again, it was not full-blooded on the top of the bat. Fielder waiting for it. And I hope the last for IAS Invincible, Rauf back into the pavilion. And what an over for this young chap. 2 wickets.
Yes, absolutely. Last ball of the over, and Aryan Bisht knew that the batters are going to be coming after him. So this is good captaincy as well as good game sense here from Aryan Bisht, getting the 4th wicket for the IAS Invincibles. 66 for 4 after 12.
So another change. Usman. I appreciate that captainship you correctly mentioned. When the things are going in the favor of the fielding side, you can utilize your what you call young chaps, young bowlers, where the match is in under control. And that gives them the strength for the next match also.
Well, that's what this Oman D20 powered by Fancode is all about. Giving that opportunity to play under lights, playing on this beautiful surface here at the Oman Cricket Academy, playing in front of cameras where your performance is being broadcasted live and commented upon and reviewed. Big shot, this time towards the cow corner region. Haitham Bahar, where have you been this season? Immediately on the very second ball, dispatching this for a big maximum.
Timely hit, picked nicely from the middle of the bat towards the cow's corner, clearing the maximum. Couple of more 6s and 4s might do something good for the IAS Invincibles.
Yes, finally making his way back into the side, Haitham Bahar. He's got plenty of experience playing with the IAS Invincibles. He's played a few good innings, a batting mainstay, knows also how to bat in the top order as well as in the middle order. Look at that. Once again, he's worked the field. It's going to be at least a couple of runs if they run hard. But no, I think the fielder has done really well, managing to keep it only to a single.
He was the captain of the team as well, I remember, maybe last year or before that, for the IAS Invincibles.
The previous seasons, yes, of course. He's been the captain. I did mention a long-serving member of this team. Ooh, what a delivery from Usman Ali. Muzahir Raza caught fishing outside the off stump. So a good end to the over, but then he's gone for 8 runs. Usman Ali in his second. IAS Invincibles, 13. Overs done, 74 for the loss of 4.
Pulled it, straight missed it. Aryan Bish really on the top at the moment. This is what you know. If the batter has couple of mighty sixes, he has got the confidence, and the bowler in the other way got couple of wickets. He is on the top. Look at that one. Just picked it up, and once again beautifully taken. What a lovely catch it was.
Yes, never too easy, running behind, up against the lights, facing the lights. He had no idea about the trajectory of the ball, but what actually happened there was Haitham Bahar looking to up the ante and score a few quick runs for the team. Perishing, have a look at that. Gets that scoop out, high up in the air, second tier, third tier stuff. But what a catch and what an effort here from Abid Ali. Never took his eyes off the ball, judging it to perfection. This has to be one of the catches of this match, or rather this innings even.
Absolutely. Outstanding catch. Absolutely difficult for the fielder when he's going away from that one, keeping eyes on the ball. And of course, you correctly mentioned, he's facing the lights as well. But it's all the experience and his efforts, to be honest with you.
Right then, Haitham Bahar departs for 7 as IAS Invincibles are 74 for 5. New batter in, Ali Imran. He would like to be called Ali as a matter of fact. And of course, he's played those amazing matches. As you did mention earlier, he's got plenty of experience back in Pakistan as well.
Beautifully bowled. This is what the question is, that the bowler who has got couple of wickets, he's on the top at the moment. I only know about his bowling capabilities, Ali Imran, but I don't know about the batting. But bowling, yes, I know.
Big shot. I think he's answered you, Jamil Saab. He knows how to work the field at the least. Going for that second run. Very, very quickly pushed and pushed hard by Muzahir. Young legs as well as experienced old legs. Nevertheless, it's going to be a couple of runs in favor of IAS Invincibles. This just seems to be turning out and to be an uphill task for the IAS Invincibles. The run rate now increasing with every passing delivery, every passing ball that has not been dispatched for a boundary. And it's never going to be very easy. Coming from around the wicket. And look at that, Ali Imran now towards the offside. So he's probably shown his entire repertoire of shots that's available with him. He knows how to play it towards the leg side. He can play it towards the offside. Is there anything else you would like to see from him?
Well, the only thing I'd like to see from him, some mighty sixes as well, maximums. One offside, okay, fine. On the square leg there. Now have to see whether it's going to hit another maximum.
Watch out, Aryan Bisht. No, I think he'll just show you his defensive skills for this delivery. Ending the 14th over with a dot ball. It's been a very good showing for Aryan Bisht. 3 for 11 in his 2 overs. 78 for the loss of 5 after 14 IAS Invincibles.
Usman will continue. Expensive one. The last over got one boundary. This time moving into the batter. Quicker one. Trying to york him.
Now, Muzahir Raza is quite an attacking batter, and we've always seen him taking on the pacers because that's sort of an inherent ability to clear the infield, to go for the big shots. You know, slog shots are effective when you have a little bit of pace, when the ball comes onto the bat nicely. But his shots against the slower bowlers is what's going to be questionable. Ferisco Adams pouching that one, ending Muzahir Raza's innings very, very early here. 78 for the loss of 6 wickets now as Usman Ali strikes, and Muzahir Raza, probably the last recognized pinch hitter batter back in the hut.
That was the catch. Nicely pouched by Friesen at that deep mid-off. And now hopes for IAS Invincible to get on the score of 146 looks to be extremely difficult. And it's difficult time. It is Mudassir Ali to join me in the com box.
A difficult time for the batting side, but I am having a good time here in Oman Al Amirat. 78 for the loss of 6. The bowling has been good, and the spinners coming to the rescue. The hopes diminishing for IS Invincibles. I mean, the new batter chopped on. Wanted to play late cut, and he played on. Back-to-back wickets going down here.
All credit to the captain Amir Khalim. He bringing the bowlers as and when he know that he has to get some wickets, and the bowlers replied them getting 2 wickets. Look at that, it was a quicker one. He just chopped on the wicket number 7, back to the hut. Beautifully bowled. "78 for 7, IAS Invincibles." So things looks to be very, very difficult for Usman. Got 2 wickets. Usman Ali. He is on the hat trick as well. Yes, 2 wickets in 2 deliveries. And now I think how Amir Khalim is going to have a slip for him to get a hat trick on it. No, I think it has been missed. Single onto the onside.
Just few years back, they were just a couple of wickets down. The young lad, Aryan Bish. What a spell. His bowling under the lights changed the tides in favor of Majees Titans. Another late cut. Brilliant over. Double wicket. And it's just a single run. 15 done, 79 for the loss of 7. Going on to the last 5. Still 67 needed. Bish, what a match he's having. As said earlier during that pitch, the spinners will come into play as there were some visible cracks which slightly opened up now. Those rough patches helping Aryan Bish and Usman Ali, sharing 5 wickets between them. It clearly shows, though they are defending a modest total of 146, they bowled quite well, exploited those rough patches in their favor.
Yeah, it's the ability of the bowlers to exploit those. They're not moving out from their length and line, trying to bowl within the 3 stumps. And at this stage, I mean, whoever comes try to get some runs. And that's an advantage for the bowlers to get the wickets on.
Hit nicely, just for a single. So Majees Titans played a couple of games in this tournament so far, winning their first game, losing yesterday. Now looking in a comfortable position to secure their second win in this tournament. Rahim on strike. Plenty of maximums needed for IS Invincibles.
Seems to be now a formality to complete the overs at the moment. Unless they got them out in the next couple of overs. 82 for 7. Almost the last legal delivery of the 16th over. Something right outside the off stump. It's encouraging for those youngsters to get the wickets, and I think captains have to do something like that for the others. Even on the crucial conditions, they had to utilize them. To end of over number 16, still 83 for 7 IAS Invincibles.
What a hit. They needed maximums. Just coming under the willow of Shahzad Rahim was Usman Ali and punished rightly. The tall left-hand batter. A huge maximum.
Mighty one, mighty maximum. Look at that one. Right from the meat of the bat. Coming to the commentator box and stand. Very nicely hit. Could have been sent earlier to get some maximums out of it. Once again into the block hole. Just one for Shahzad. Field spread out. Now he has brought one more fielder down to the cow's corner, and this time it's once again it's a mighty one, and it's the hands of the waiting hands at the deep mid wicket. The wicket number 8, Mudassir.
Wicket number 3 for Usman Ali. So he's having a wonderful game. And the pressure to get those maximums taken a toll on Ali Imran. A wild swing. Not middling the ball properly and finds the man in the deep. Complete domination as of now by Majees Titans. 90 for the loss of 8.
Usman bowled extremely well, got 3 wickets so far, still 3 legal deliveries to go from him. Both of them are Aryan Bisht and him got 6 wickets among themselves. Played it out to the fielder, tried to get a run. Down the leg side, wrapped on the pad. Imran tried to sweep. Imran is a very, very outstanding bowler and a fielder. Today got a couple of catches. This time right in the meat of the bat. It's in the air. And it's a maximum to the cow's corner. Yesterday also he played some outstanding shots like that, getting maximums in the last couple of overs.
Today got couple of catches. This time right in the meat of the...
The problem has been the wickets going down at regular intervals, though now they have got a maximum to end that over. Is 17 done, 96 for the loss of 8.
Aryan will continue. This time it was a shot, absolutely going down the leg side. Excitement from Aryan Bish, the young chap. Played it out to mid off. Time for Aryan Bish to tempt the batsman to come down the wicket. Some flighted deliveries dusting up in the air. And try to get his 4th wicket. And this time he bowled Imran. And this is the 4th wicket. What an outstanding performance for this youngster.
He has always been a good bowler. I've been watching this young lad for the last couple of seasons. Now slowly he's developing into a very good all-rounder. Look at that, coming around the wicket, dart in, trying to go for a big shot, quicker delivery, and hits the middle stump. Young Bish, he celebrates in his own style. It's 97 for the loss of 9.
What a great performance by this young Aryan Bish. He still have got chance to get one more and get the first 5-5 of this tournament. Smashed by Asif. Got a single.
An incredible performance. Under the guidance of experienced Amir Kaleem, we have seen the progress of Aryan Bish in this region. He has developed those muscles, as we have seen. He got a maximum batting for Titans in the first innings. It's just a matter of time. A true match winner with the ball. But he can be an asset as a batter also, Jamil bhai. Just a matter of time. Give him some time. Another 6-7 months. Work hard in the gym. Do training. With those muscles, you can play those big shots.
Well, I think the more matches he will play and more chances to be given to him as a batter, that makes him perfect. Unfortunately, he lost that 5th wicket. End of a brilliant over from him. 4 overs, 18 runs. Well done, Aryan Bish. Over number 18 gone, 99 for 9. 99 for 9, 18 overs gone. Last wicket in from IAS Invincible. It is Shehzad and his Abid, who bowled the very first delivery. IAS Invincible management must sit down and just try to rebuild the team's efforts in bowling and batting. They must do that, Mudassir.
Oh, absolutely. And top of that, clearly that application, the way they batted, the intent is missing by the batters. The final wicket. Oh, what a swing! Just over the comb box. The number 9 batter, Shahzad Rahim. He has his own plans against Abid.
Brilliantly, absolutely brilliant. Once again, on the top of our combo, once again picked outside the off stump, in the middle of the bat, with full flow, full power. So anyhow, some excitement in the last over, second last over of the match. Finally, they crossed 100 mark, 105. In the last season, I think they have won 2 matches, if I remember. IAS Invincible. And I still remember there was Pasindo, who was the man of the match in the last years, maybe the second last match. And they won a very, what you call, convincing victory against some good team, I remember. Maybe it was Majees Titan, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think moreover it was a 50-over format. Yes, they are a good team, but it's just a matter of time. You need to make those adjustments because every team during that off season, the scouting team of even the likes of Majees Titans, they bought in 3-4 new players. Clearly, they have their strategies in place. They build a strong side. Majees Titan also struggled in the previous season, but now this is a completely different team. They have lost the ball now. Samir Palekar helping the on-field umpires with the change of ball.
What I think that the management of IAS Invincible, actually they should have a couple of professionals with them, experienced player, and ask them to recruit some good players, especially in the batting line. Bowlers, I think they are okay, but they don't have a batter, at least 2 batters who can carry on the, work done by them, 20 overs, or at least keep the pace of the, what you call, chase, or even if you bat first on.
They have a few good batters. In fact, the top 4 or 5, they're proper batsmen, the likes of Rana Singhe, Akmal, Mehran Khan, but the consistency is clearly missing. Someone needs to give them a harsh message. Look, you are our best player. You are in the playing 11. Now your job is to go out there and get those runs.
No, plenty of players, among them are like that. But the only thing is that they're not applying themselves to the situation. And especially I'm really, what you call, not at all happy about the Mehran Khan's issue. He's the most experienced player. 17 years he's with the national team, played a lot of matches, now he's playing a lot of league cricket as well. He has to do something.
See, that is the difference between Mehran Khan and Amir Kaleem. Amir Kaleem is also in this region for almost 17, 18 years, but still he has that will to perform and to win games for his side. And Mehran Khan is a kind of a player, single-handedly he can win you games.
Well, I think it's too late. Time for what you call, he was like that before, yes, absolutely, you're right. But from last 2 seasons, this time coming down the wicket, smashed preferably toward the couch corner, 4 runs. Finally, some flourish from the IAS Invincible. Coming down the wicket makes it a full toss. Gap between wider Midan and gets 4 runs. Stranded. Just go and take the ball from the outside of the boundary. This time coming into the batter, Abid, experienced fast bowler. And
now they are appealing for a run out. He was very casual, going back into his crease. A direct hit coming in, going upstairs. Chasing 146. They bowled quite well, but the problem has been the batting department. Yet again, a flop show from the top order batters of IAS Invincibles. No one taking that responsibility to at least play 10-12 overs, build an inning, anchor the inning. Look at that, using the feet, and while returning back, he was very casual, not at all watching the ball. Now, oh my goodness,
touch and go.
I think the bat is behind. In fact, he did not cross that crease here. It landed just inches, millimeters, I believe, but still we need to wait for the confirmation. The rule says you need to cross the line.
Clever from the fielder. He saw it going back very slowly and hit the stumps at the right moment. Just frictions of a second. Well, seems to be over, but still we'll have to wait for the umpire signal.
He grounded his bat, but what is interesting to see is that line. Did he cross that line? The base comes out. Grounded the bat, but it did not slide. Casual approach by Asif.
Well, I think he was not aware that that somebody, I think he has been given out. So it is the 10th wicket down, 110 all out. IAS Invincibles against Majees Titans, and Majees Titans won the second match. Yesterday they lost, but today they come back strongly. Though still their batting was not up to the standard, but still they got 146. Some good batting from Frisco, and again some nice bowling from them, both Abid and Hamilton. It is Abid Ali, 24 runs has been given in 3.4 overs. So it's all over. 110 all out.
Frustrated, dejected is Asif. All the hard work done in the first innings goes in vain. The batting department, they need to do something. An ordinary piece of performance from the batters of IAS Invincibles and Majees Titans. It again registering their second win. They started this tournament with a win, then lost a game yesterday, but good comeback. They got those runs and they defended 145 in style. Look at that. Amir Kalim, smart, clever. This is the kind of approach of Amir Kalim which makes him completely different from others. Yes, they are in a comfortable position. There was no chance, no way for IAS Invincibles to win this game.
No, actually, you had to be in the game all the time. This is what a clever captain and a fielder is.
And look at that batting card. Mansoor Mazhar, 34 balls, 26. There was a partnership between Mazhar and Rauf, but they played too many deliveries and not helping the cause of the team. And nothing much to talk about that middle order and lower down the order. Shahzad Rahim, some positive for Invincibles, coming at number 9, getting 19. of 13 balls, 9 extras. They were bundled out in 18.5 overs, managing just 110.
Look at the bowling cards. Impressive bowling card from the Majees Titans. It was Hemal Tendel got 2 for 16, and Ahmed Kaleem unfortunately did get a wicket. It is Usman Ali who got 3 for 27, and absolutely brilliant bowling from this young chap, Aryan Bisht, 4 for 18. So 110 all out. IAS Invincibles. Great performance from Usman Ali and Aryan Bisht, first for the Majees Titans. So the match summary. Look at the highlights, but nothing to highlight, to be honest with you. They come and just couple of few mighty sixes, and then the wickets tumbling down time and again. Couple of boundaries, and then again the first wicket. It was Mehran Khan. Then again the second wicket straight to the middle. It is Aryan Bisht who come and took the wickets off.
And this was a game-changing spell from Aryan Bisht. 4 wickets to his name. He came in, and alongside Aryan Bisht was Usman Ali, another experienced left-arm orthodox. Both in tandem bowl, 8 overs between them. What an excellent catch by Abid, and having a good day with the ball was Usman Ali as well. Chopped on Amin. They just lost the plot from a strong and commanding position. Rahim tried his best to rescue. Couple of maximums from his blade. Ali Imran trying to go big. He was held in the deep. So wickets going down at regular intervals has been the problem. Couple of lusty blows, but not able to clear the field. What a spell. A dream spell by a young lad. And in this over, he took Abid out of the park, straight over the comb box. Then, clever by Amir Kaleem. Casual approach from Asif and a direct hit. And straight away the fielder knows, Wasim Ali, that they have got the last man. Let's have a look at the summary of this game, match number 7. Played between Invincibles and Titans. So they were asked to bat first. They started off really well, but they lost the plot. But somehow they managed to post a competitive total on board 145. They managed 27 from the blade of Adams. Amir Kaleem managing 23. Bisht 19. What a game he had. Runs with the bat and wickets in the second innings with the ball. Bisht getting 4 wickets. Usman Ali 3. And they defended 145 in style. Mansoor Mazhar 26. Rauf 21. Rahim 19. Not enough tonight for Invincibles to go past 145. So Majees Titans won this game by margin of 35 runs. We'll dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be a post-match presentation with Amin Wagle.
He has timed that one well. Passes the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the wing. Yes, it is. one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
Of course, this is Oman D20 powered by Fancode. We've just concluded match number 7 and it was IAS Invincibles taking on the Majees Titans, and what a win registered by Majees Titans. Their second win in 3 games so far and they'll be really proud. Toss won by IAS Invincibles and asked Majees Titans to put up a total, and a total they did, 145 as a matter of fact, and in the end IAS Invincibles falling short because of a lackluster batting performance. Main reason for that is, of course, Aryan Bisht, 4 wickets for 18 runs. It gives me great pleasure to call the youngster up to collect the medallion from umpire Mujahid K. Congratulations, Aryan, and nothing gives me more pleasure than to have a chat with you, because it's probably the first time I'm having a chat, especially because you have pulled out an exceptional performance, 4 wickets for 18 runs. Tell me what was going on out there in the middle.
We had very clear plans when we had come out to bowl, to be very disciplined while bowling, and we just stuck to our plans and the results are in front of us.
You mentioned the word discipline. Tell me what sort of a team culture and what sort of backing do you get in that Majees Titans dugout, especially for youngsters like you, and then of course there's Rahil and there are plenty of other people like Ubaidullah. What happens in that Majees Titans team?
To be honest, the management has backed us a lot. Since our under-19 days, they have always given a platform for us to come and play. So the last 2-3 years we have been with Majees, and it's an amazing opportunity. So I would thank the management for all the opportunities they've given us, and the atmosphere is really good with the senior pros like Amir Bhai and others. They help us a lot, so it's a very good atmosphere. We enjoy playing over there.
2 additional points to Majees Titans now, so now that's 2 wins out of 3. And tell us how important is a good start for the team. Tell us something about the strategy of how you guys look at the tournament ahead.
These T20 tournaments are always long tournaments, and T20 is a very funny game, so we always look to take one game at a time, so we always look to win the next game.
All right, so now speaking of fun things, how is it going to end tonight?
I'll just find out when I go back now. We'll see.
All right, Aryan Bisht, I really hope I see you again out here receiving another man of the match and who knows, even a man of the series awards. Congratulations once again. Right then, that was Aryan Bisht from Majees Titans, who registered their second win of 3 games. And do stay tuned, we've got more exciting cricketing action coming your way. That's all for now.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.